I'd rather listen to it on here. I don't want to hear you fucking yapping after the whole cupcake incident.
Dude,
Speak up.
it's the cake.
That's the big cake. They all chipped in and got me that.
We all sharing the little cake there? Or
You're obviously going to take the cake.
I'm just having a
You're
laugh.
not joking.
It serves 4
You're
to
not
5.
joking.
No, that was
You're gonna take
being
the
a bit-
cake.
if no one else is having any of the cake, of
It
course.
serves 4 to 5.
I've never seen. You know I like making fun of him for being greedy. He's the greediest guy of all time. He walks in. We all just ordered lunch. He goes, is there any? Sean goes, you can have the rest of my bowl. He was like, well, if you're not going to finish it, yeah. Then he walks over, and Sean had taken the pickled onions out of his food. He just took a handful of pickled onions.
Sean didn't want them.
Anything.
I love a pickled
anything
onion,
for
and I'm
free.
grateful.
Even if it's a
I take-
pile of onions.
I am grateful when I
He-
take.
Just
I say thank you.
the pickled
I say
onions.
I really appreciate that.
I didn't hear you say thank you. Me and Lemaire ordered a pizza pie.
When?
You know who comes in? This fucking raccoon comes in. Immediately starts grubbing it. He goes, oh, pizza for the goat.
I felt it was implied.
It was
that I
about
was
6 chicken wings. He ate 3. Left me and sweet Lemaire. We're starving, brother.
1.5.
Me and Lemaire are starving, brother. Your greed knows no bounds.
No, look, I can cop that. I can wear it. It's my most out of control vice. I see no reason to push back.
Is it greed or is it just kind of
I
like
think sloth I've got under control.
you
I
need to
can
get
work.
something now? If the getting's good, you got to get it.
Saying no is
if there's
very
a
hard.
group, if he'll there's no like if Sean was like, do you want the
Yeah.
rest of this? I'd be like, no, that's.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not going to finish it.
It's not. I would like to
Also,
defend
a
myself.
bowl,
but
eating
it's,
somebody else's bowl.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
That's fucking gross.
It's not the grossest thing I've done today. It's
What is?
Well, we've got young kids. The whole house is a
Oh,
mess.
yeah, yeah,
sharing
It's
and
slop
stuff.
everywhere.
Yeah.
We're doing a good job to try and clean it up, but it's my standards have come right down. Yes, I'll
Yeah.
eat a stranger's or even a friend's bowl. You don't have herpes or anything like that of the mouth or anything. No, great. So it's good. It's good. It's positive.
No, you never got
No.
cold sores. You got cold sores.
That's why he has the mustache. He's
your
got
paw
it
looks like
nonstop.
your paw looks like a cold sore dealer. You know what I mean? Your father, he looks like
passed it?
he could dish out some. I mean,
He does get nasty.
brother Phil dished out some cold sores to me.
Did he really?
Yeah, my whole fucking family gets cold sores.
You think you got it from your dad?
Definitely, that fucker drank out of every bottle
Oh, fuck.
nonstop.
My mom got cold sores. I never
I
got
would
him.
eat it like he'd make dinner and just sit there and eat,
Yeah.
and then stir, and then like he's
He dished them to
don't
everybody.
have
there you go,
cold sore
yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's
No.
fucked up.
No.
Great. Yeah, we're all good. It's all positive.
Oh.
No, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
I need to drop some weight. It's good. It would be good for me to have the most excruciating shitting of my life.
Yeah. I haven't
would be
had a
nice.
cold sore in years.
Yeah, you haven't
I'm
had
waiting
one.
for it.
You think it's going to
It's
strike
going to
you?
come at the worst possible time.
When's it going to come? When do you think
I
it's
don't know.
going
I
to come?
figured it'll be. I was always like before SNL or before
Yeah,
the
before you get
ESPYs.
struck. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get a cold sore. I
Nothing.
have to stand on TV, national TV with a giant herpes. Like, fucking, that girl's a bitch, right? I was like, beat it.
No, you could probably
Freaky.
get makeup for that, right? You can get a.
It'd have to be insane makeup.
They have to have it.
I'd
Do
have
you-
to be like, yo, I'm doing Juggalo face paint as a joke. The whole episode, dude. Isn't that so funny?
You don't think the starlets have herpes all the time on their
They
faces?
do, but everyone sees it. And
Do
women can wear makeup. As a dude, you gotta just,
yeah, you can't really
you
like.
can't just blend it in. There's
Yeah,
just
that
giant
makes sense.
makeup right here.
Gen Z
have a whole
stars.
face.
That would be hip. You get one of the nice big blue stars that the young people
Yeah.
put on
True.
their
How many stars do you give a woman before you go? All right, just go home. Like
Yeah,
I
you
think
see a
it's
lady
two
with like 6 stars
Dude,
on her face.
face
It's
is
like
covered.
go to fucking home.
You
One
don't
is
have
like,
to-
oh, that's
yeah.
nice. 6 is like, dude, go to the doctor.
yeah.
You have 6 stars.
I agree.
Get out of here. Go home.
The Southern Cross on the face.
I was thinking,
The Big Dipper.
They got the Big Dipper on there.
you
at
you
that.
don't get the Big Dipper up here, do you?
Of course we do.
I don't know. We have ones you can't see. You can't
Yeah,
see the
I
Southern
was
Cross.
completely blown away
Yeah, we
by
get the
the.
Big Dipper.
You get Orion.
Yeah.
What do you got? You guys have like cancer and stuff.
We got Cancer. Was from the sun though.
I really got
the,
when I was in Australia and I looked up and saw like different constellations. I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm so far away right now. This is fucked up."
Yeah. But we saw those big bats.
The big bats
worth
were
it.
nice, man. Try
was
to
all
court
worth
them
it.
from the trees.
Yeah.
Tough.
Giant
I gotta
bats.
start. I gotta get somehow people to come over to Australia for the country, but the dollar's so weak, no one's going. People have stopped doing
What, to do
tours in
stand-up there?
Australia. Yeah, The $1 a week, so people will go to make movies there now. I think who's Dan? Who's in the Street Fighter movie? Schultz, Andrew Schultz was in the Street Fighter movie.
Dan.
No, he played Dan. Dan was the
Okay,
character.
all right,
Dan was the character.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one's going over there for stand up because it's not worth it.
Yeah. The flight, dude, is brutal.
Flight's brutal, and then they pay you peanuts.
It's the flight.
I should sell it better than that. You had beautiful experiences there.
Yeah.
Australia's
Before we
nice.
met you.
Yeah. Also, Wolfie's been in town. He's been doing very well.
Is he still in Austin?
He flew out and then he flew back. He came back.
nice.
Isn't he just
came
going to
back-
take over your house, too?
He came back just to try and impress Adam at the mothership. But he didn't tell him that he was leaving and coming back. So Adam said, come back in a couple of weeks or something. And he went, okay. And then he flew himself
back to
all
Australia.
the way back just to do the mothership. I told Adam but he's, I think this is a sign of his can-do spirit.
Yeah, really.
And also you can't do the normal development of dragging this man along. If it's like, you want to come back and do a 7? He has to
Yeah.
pay $1,500 and fly 36 hours. He's got kids, he's got a family, but also there's nothing happening in Australia with the stand-up.
Damn.
How
he's
is
just
Australia?
Flying from Australia to get a fucking
To do a
spot at the little
Open
boy
mic, yes.
once a week for $50.
yes,
God damn.
You can write off a
that's
flight.
how much it means. That's how much it means to be here
Write it off.
to perform. Oh,
If you leave and he just comes, we'll just go. This is James McCann.
True.
Okay, hello.
people thought I was him at first. I remember I was when I was still reading the Reddit comments. It was my first time on. People said this guy's really mellowed out since he said Matt was a bad father for abandoning his family.
Oh, yeah, because we only had audio of him.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, he was the best. He was so funny.
He was awesome.
And as soon as we got back to record the pod, it was that final beer sent him over.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, fucking loser, mate. Yeah, fucking, yeah. Oh, yeah.
there was video of it.
Yeah, we had the GoPro.
That's huge.
Yeah, Wolf is the man.
We don't need that footage.
A lot of the Aussies are coming out. Actually, it's
Nice.
a flood. There's 3 at the moment.
How-
They don't give me a heads up. They just go, I'm here now.
How is Australia right now? How's the economy? How's what's going on politically?
We just
in
had the
Australia?
social media ban for the children.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And, well, it's sort of good. They're just using it to bring in digital ID. And also Blue Sky is exempt. So they're all off Twitter, but they're all on Blue Sky's fine.
They're allowed to
What?
be on Blue Sky?
Yeah, because it's a lefty government. And
They're
they
allowed
go,
to be on
you can
Blue Sky?
use the cool lefty apps, but you cannot use
That can't be true.
It is true.
You're not allowed on Twitter. You're allowed on Bluesky?
Correct. If you're under 16.
What is Bluesky like? Is it like...
What?
I'm not even a Bluesky guy. That kind of makes. If you're going to have one, I feel like Bluesky sucks, but Twitter
That'd
is
be like being like you can only be on Truth Social.
Yeah. No, that's
You can't be on
correct.
Bluesky. You can be on Truth Social.
Can you do nudity or say a word on True Social?
I have no idea. That's the truth, though.
I think you said the private... No, I think you have the private...
Tits are the truth.
I think you have to
have
private
to-
message them. I think on Truth, everything you send is signed.
Yeah.
No, I mean, X is
How
not
does
for
that make
kids.
sense to you? That's
I just
crazy.
mean as far as like keeping kids away from like
Yeah,
what's
but
on Twitter.
only giving them
If you're going to
being
give
like you
them
can't
one,
watch the news. You can only watch MSNBC.
no, that's different. I don't know.
No, Bluesky is like a left wing.
Oh, I
like
thought it was just, like,
right-wing
clean.
ideas get like banned from it. I
I thought
thought
it was like trend, like clean Twitter, where you can't show titties.
No,
and
Bluesky
stuff.
is-
That's what the libs want you to think.
Bluesky is strictly libs.
Okay,
Daddy.
I haven't looked into it. I thought it was just.
No, you haven't
I
looked
mean-
into it, and you spouted. You spouted with your mouth.
I just know all I see on Twitter is nigga and titties. Like
That's your
half good, half
No,
really good.
no, that's
Everybody's algorithm.
We're
Yeah.
all getting some of that.
Yeah, keeping kids off of X is fair,
I
but
don't
yeah,
ever get tits on my fucking Twitter.
mine is just
I used to get a
absolute
lot of
like
death. I used to get a lot of people dying.
hate propaganda.
I was getting dead. Now mine's just Notre Dame sucks.
That's not fun. That's
It
not
knows how to hurt me.
Fun. That's not
The
fun.
algorithm knows
Knows how to
hurt
keep
me.
you on.
It just shows me, yeah. My For You is just Notre Dame fucking sucks. Fuck you. The fuck?
So I guess you'd have to bomb Bluesky with like horrible content, and then try to be like, all right, kids can't go on this
It's
either.
the national. It's our obligation to the country and to the young people.
Shrum
Yeah.
Moore's getting killed. Michigan's head coach. New York Post 2 hours ago.
Yeah, he was in.
Curvy OnlyFans model says fired Michigan coach slid into her DMs as more shady behavior revealed.
Wait, why do they call her? Why do they call her name? Why do they call her Curvy?
It's just the New York Post. Dude. It's the oldest publication.
True.
It's the oldest, most
Hey,
reliable
Curvy.
news. Damn, dude.
No, not the
No, it's the
family.
Post, dude. It's
Wait,
the
but was
thriving
he
New York
married though?
Post.
Was she a student? She wasn't a student.
No, the girl he was hooking up with. No,
Yeah.
I don't think. But
What do you think about that move, James? If you're having an affair that could destroy your family, and you go to the lady's house and threaten to kill yourself to save your name.
I think that's maybe the only way to keep that marriage strong in the aftermath. He
So
tried
I'm
to kill
saying,
himself
man.
at the lady's house?
Yeah,
allegedly,
allegedly.
she snitched.
Oh, big time.
So they got interviewed before, and they both were like, "No, that's not true. We're not having that."
He
And
didn't
then
threaten to kill her. He threatened to kill
I think
himself.
I think he hit the old "you and me. It's time for us to go."
Oh, you and me.
Ooh, a murder.
I think we're both going.
A double.
But if you do kill yourself, if somebody ruins your life and you drive to their house, break in, and blow your fucking head off in
Yes.
front of them,
There's one thing I've learned from the Shogun epics coming out of Japan. It's that if you commit suicide with a point, people have to give you the respect for
you
that.
won the argument.
Yeah. I mean, you probably go to hell. Maybe.
Suicide
victory.
with a point.
Especially if it's
Like
like
9/11.
you did this.
You did this.
This
Look at
is what you
look
did.
at what she did to him. They do it in Korea. This is a big thing when like women were accusing men of sexual assault in Korea, and the men were killing themselves, and then people came out and were attacking the women, going, "Can't believe you were so selfish as to say he raped you. He's dead. Look at what you
He's
did." That was a big thing in Korea.
Yeah, but so they both reported they were like, "No, we didn't do that." And then I guess she came forward with like, I don't know. I heard one thing that said a DoorDash driver was like, "Yeah, I delivered Plan B to the fucking coach's office."
Strange. Can I tell you a Coach Saban quote that I read this week? I was on Saban's Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
And it's from his book, which I don't remember the name of it, but it's got a book about leadership, and he's talking to the boys.
Nothing
and
good
he
happens
says-
after midnight.
No, that's great
that's a good
too.
one.
He says, never fool around with someone who's got less to lose than you do. And then he says, so if I ever want to cheat on Miss Tiffany, I think he says, so if ever I'm going to cheat on Miss Tiffany, the only woman I'm doing that with is Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Yeah.
That's such a
he
sick,
has some good ones. He's got one about he had a player, Ruggs, who was a wideout who got drafted by the Raiders and then was drinking a little and drove like 150 miles an hour, crashed into a lady, killed her. He's in jail now. But he gives a nice speech on that. He's like, accountability as a friend. Like, you see your friend drinking and driving like that, you take the keys from him.
True.
It's like, sure, he's going to he might be furious with you. He might hate you for a few weeks. But he'd say thank you now
True.
compared to sitting in a fucking jail cell.
Yeah, man.
And we got guys in this crew
Yep.
not afraid to take to the road after a couple drinks, and somebody's going to have to start taking your keys.
Yeah, man.
We need some accountability here, and I'm not trying to be racist, but it is the blacks. Stop drinking and driving.
I haven't had a good DD in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
That's crazy.
A month.
Drinking and driving 3 weeks ago, and that's a good thing.
Fellas, what are we talking? Drinking and driving? 2 beers, 3 beers?
No, that's fine.
man.
I've
come
never
on.
seen you
That's
going
nothing.
home after 2 beers or 3 beers.
You,
Not one
Yeah,
time.
that's
you're not out.
Yeah. So I don't know what's happening after 10:30, but it must be even worse than
Third
what I'm
beer.
seeing. I
Why?
see the
Mate.
liquor cabinet. I
3
see a
beers.
tall pour.
Three whiskeys. How about 3? What if it's 3 whiskeys and not 3?
come on, man.
Why drive though? Why
Yeah,
not just
why
take
drive?
the
You
Uber?
guys can Uber
It's cheaper sometimes.
for now.
I've been doing better. I've been
One
doing better.
DUI is like 20,000 Ubers, dude,
Yeah, it's really dumb.
or like more like 5,000 Ubers.
No, I've been off the route. I've been off the route for a little bit now.
Stay off. What are you fucking thinking?
I'm off the route.
That 2 or 3 beers though. There was a guy, head coach at Oklahoma State. His boy, one of his guys, got a DUI, and he was like, "You can't drive after fucking 3 beers." He's like, "Look, he made a mistake. I've done that 1,000 times." He's like, "I drink and drive 1,000 times."
A 3-beer
Said it
DUI
on
is crazy.
TV on like college game day. He was like, "I don't give a fuck, dude."
3-beer, yeah. If you like just get nudged over the legal limit, it's
Yeah, it's crud.
understandable.
But Lemaire, what the fuck are you thinking?
I was nudged.
You were
I-
not.
I
You were
nudged.
fucking way over the limit. You puked
I
this
wasn't way
morning.
over the limit. I swear. I remember everything.
What?
That's not
upper
an
belly.
indicator of the limit.
Yeah.
The limit isn't you're blacked out.
Yeah.
True.
I think
Your Honor, I still remember mostly
thought that
everything.
was-
Yeah, I remember the whole night. I remember getting in my car. This can't be a DUI.
I thought that was the limit. It's blacking out. You know?
No.
No. I'm fighting Ubers. I don't like Uber anymore. I'm
Why?
fighting back fucking price gouging and shit.
Well, how much did they raise the? How much did they raise?
They don't
the-
raise the prices. They do this thing where they put you in four different groups, and they put me in the willing to pay more group, and I don't want to pay more.
Why did
They
do
put
that?
us in
I
groups.
don't know. Yeah, they put us in. They separate us into groups.
How do we find out our group?
Compare your price to someone else's price. Like choose the same place. Like we're here, you choose the same place, and then you'll see the difference. There'll be like a price
Yeah,
difference.
they have your location. You're in a bar all the time. They're going, "Oh, we got this guy. Fucking This guy has no other
That's
choice."
a moron.
You're like William Wallace in your car, like
They're raising the lime prices too. I'm fighting those guys. They're $8. They're $9 now for 30 minutes.
how are you gonna fight lime?
I'm just not going to use
What if
them.
Lime has like weight limits?
No,
You're probably fucking crushing the energy.
I love
They're
it.
like, we got to charge this thing for 3 days.
To get our money back.
Yeah.
I rode one with my dad. We were both on it, and that was okay.
You and your dad.
Yeah.
You and your dad rode a lime.
Yeah,
together?
I was on one, and he was holding onto my shoulders, and we were.
He was holding on to your
He was
hips.
holding no shoulders.
Hips.
We
Why'd you
were-
guys ride
I was
one together?
careful. I think we were both very sad, and we were going for a walk, and to cheer ourselves up, they're just the boys.
Yeah. Did you ever
Boys
see,
went on
that,
a
did you ever
scooter.
see the
Shit.
Aerosmith video? Amazing.
No. But I like it.
You've never
I got an
gone
idea.
for a scoot with
Is that a
your man?
motorcycle? Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Shoulders.
I can't believe you and your dad got on a fucking lime scooter.
That's crazy, dude.
Well,
I'm surprised
late for,
Ice
we
didn't
were
pick
walking
you
in
two
for a
up as
gig.
soon as they saw you both.
We were
on the
walking in
line.
for a gig. I realized I was late. We were only going to miss it by about 5 minutes. What?
1 second. He's telling me the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, sorry.
Nothing wrong with having a scooter with your dad. I'm going to stand
No.
by it. There was no hip action.
Not in this country, bro.
Or
You
shoulders.
cannot ride a scooter with
this is
dad in
America.
American, bro.
Oh, man. I can't
I'm
believe
not
no one-
ashamed of my
That's
father.
Europe.
How did
That's
no one
Europe
yell
I don't
at
know
you?
other
shit,
people
man.
here being ashamed
Dude,
of
my
their
dad
family
would
and their
fucking
kith and kin.
flip if I even suggested hopping on a scooter with me. If I rode one in front of him, he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Get the fuck off that! What are you doing?" Which is unfortunate because I do like riding them. But
No, a real straight guy's not afraid of stuff like that. This is African men walking hand in hand down the street. We don't have to be afraid of it because we're not gay.
I don't know if anyone's more afraid of gay people than African men.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But they walk hand in hand. They kiss on the mouth.
it's
They do all the.
I mean, I'm not even going to say
Penetrative
it's
I
not
would
sex.
gay. It's
literally,
gay.
I would rather kiss my dad on the mouth than him hold my hips on a scooter.
Okay. If there were hips
I would
involved,
rather fuck
this
my
was a
dad.
shoulder job. It was all shoulder.
This is crazy.
It was all shoulder.
How
There
far?
were no
How far
hip-
did you ride?
Nestled, yes, but
Now,
he
how
was,
far did you ride? Like,
Oh, half a mile. Half a mile.
All over town.
Half a mile. There was no. It was hands
That's
on
a
shoulders.
tight fucking.
yeah, dude. I
We
rode
weren't
my
moving
kids
that
on that. We
quickly.
barely
It
have
was
room.
steady. It was uphill. Hands on shoulders.
You hit a bump.
So
Your
you're
dad
leaning
fucking. Your dad's bulge went between your cheeks.
This is base, vulgar talk from you. I would never talk to you about your daddy in this
Me
way.
and my daddy would never get on a scooter together.
Well, I pity you for not having that
me
kind
and
of
my
closeness
daddy's
with the old
me
man.
and my daddy's dick and butt have never been that close ever. Never once.
You wouldn't ride on a motorcycle with your daddy?
Never.
I've done it. I rode a motorcycle. My dad was a boy though. I was
Yeah,
a
but
little
you were a
boy.
child.
Yeah, I was a little boy.
There's nothing sexual about riding a motorized vehicle.
We had a
But
sidecar. I think we had a
everybody-
sidecar
in
though.
sequence.
So
Yeah,
it was
you gotta have a
totally,
sidecar.
Yeah, my dad was like, "Bro,
Everybody
get off the back."
seeing you assumed it was sexual. They go, look at that
It was
fucking
very
that
late
gay
at
couple.
night in the suburbs. No one was.
Look at that gay couple. That's great. Look at them. Good for them.
Hey, that's on them. Let them have their problems. I'm not ashamed of what other people think about me. I know who I am.
Also, you
I know
gotta-
where my values are.
You got to consider the rest of your family, dude. If the lime scooter goes down, they're losing a father and a son.
It's
Yeah.
not the royal
You know what I
family
mean?
here.
Yeah,
where we've
but
got to
you
be in
guys-
separate jets.
If you guys crashed and went into comas from a lime scooter, oh, it'd be wonderful. Well,
That
I'm
is
glad
funny.
you shared that. What were you guys?
The weight limit is 220 pounds on a Lime scooter.
What?
By the way.
Well,
I shouldn't do it alone.
I'm out.
According to, according
They're
to
really
the internet.
220 on
The
those.
whole squad's out.
That's what the internet says. Yeah.
Yeah, Lemaire, they're probably like, we've noticed you've been riding with 6 passengers. Of course they're upcharging you.
I used to ride it down the hill at my old place.
There's no way those breaks.
Dude, it was the best. After the bar, I just ride up and down the hill for like 10 minutes.
That's
Damn.
good. You should do that instead. I mean, that's more dangerous, but at least you won't get
It
like.
probably sound like a truck stop in a big. Whoa.
Do you ever see the teenagers doing the lime scooters, doing the
Yeah.
when they start skidding around?
Yeah. Damn punks.
I love it. I mean, obviously, it's very threatening when you're out with your kids and you're worried they're going to hit one of them. But I could never imagine doing something. They're so heavy. They're so hard to move around.
I
They're
copy
so
all
good
the
at
cool
it.
teens. I skid. I bunny hop.
skid?
Yeah, I skid. Bunny hop.
I drove past a skate park today that was the Gaylord.
Gaylord Memorial. That's where I skateboard.
Have we ever discussed that
Yeah,
it's
the Gaylord
called
Memorial skate park.
Gaylord Memorial
Yeah.
Skate Park?
That's my pump track.
I think that's. Could be wrong. I think that's Oklahoma's football stadium too.
Gaylord. You don't hear Gaylord anymore.
Gaylord.
I
good.
couldn't
It's a
say
strong
why
name.
that's dropped out of.
Gaylord's a strong name.
Yeah, you got to really believe in your son's
Gaylord?
ability to weather that. It's a boy named Sid.
Gaylord?
Gaylord.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean like a happy. It just means like a happy, really sick guy.
Yeah.
It's like a happy,
It's a lord of-
high power man. Yeah.
Lord of the
Gay.
Gay.
The gayest guy. It's the gayest man.
I could go gay. I don't think I'd get that over the wife.
What,
I got to
Gaylord?
get a new name for the.
You
What
have a
a
boy
fourth-
coming?
Yeah, we got a boy coming. So we do need a new name.
Who named? How many? Like
I lose every time.
you lose?
I wanted Charlemagne. I wanted Hercules. I wanted
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Hercules is good.
Hercules is crazy. dude.
Hercules is.
Just one of them would have been fine.
What,
Well,
were
you
you, what are you gunning for this time? Adolf.
The Gaylord.
Yeah.
No, we're out
Hercules.
of names we both agree on. It's
What
a big
about
problem.
Kanye?
He doesn't need that. He doesn't.
Hercules is way
Hercules
worse.
is crazy.
Hercules is great.
No, Hercules. That's like a dog
People
name.
would call him Lee. Lee McCann.
Naming your son Hercules
No.
It's
is
a wild
fucking
move. Hercules
crazy.
is wild.
James, what are you talking about? You've said the craziest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, he's
Well,
not
that's what
going
my
to be
wife
James.
says. What if he's a little fat boy and they call him Hercules and they beat him up for it? But
Devastating.
maybe he could aspirationally. You could live up to Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules.
Yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah, dude.
You
No.
could imagine. It's what it's called nominative determinism. You give someone the cool name and then they grow up to embody that name. And they, I feel this.
I don't know, Nate Lemare. You think that's true? Yeah,
Dork with a dork's name.
No, Nate's a great name. Nathan?
I do.
Nate's a great name.
Growing up,
good.
it wasn't though. It wasn't cool. Now it's good.
Now who won,
timeless,
now
that's
who won
why.
the war? Huh? Yeah, all your friends with fucking gibberish names.
True.
Bullshit.
True. I guess in the long game, it worked out. But
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
high
Yeah, it's like
school,
white
I was-
guys named Miles. So they're all dead. Every white guy I know named Miles is dead. I think I knew one of them. He's definitely dead.
Miles.
White guys are cool names. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not for us, bro.
Yeah.
They're not for us. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Paul. Hercules is.
Charlemagne and Hercules.
Charlemagne's absolutely insane.
I wouldn't name my dog that. I'd be like, it's kind of fucking a gay name.
What about Emmanuel?
It was the primary school I went to that I didn't like with the Lutherans. This is the other thing: is so many names remind you of people you don't like, and
Yeah.
girls' names. It can't be any girl that you've. A lot of porn stars invalidate a lot of girls' names. There's so many names. This pornographic movement has ruined a lot of good names.
Yeah.
Mia gone.
Gone.
No one can be a Mia ever again.
Nope. I mean, yeah, Mia for. I don't know. I feel like Mia was not bad.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
You wouldn't be able to do it every time. You
yeah.
just think of.
Every time you said her name, you'd think of porn.
I mean, also like men that you have arguments with. How many?
You should
how
name your
many?
son Johnny Sins.
This is Ron Jeremy McCann.
Yeah. Nat Turner McCusker. Dang.
I just thought of this week, but is Stavros basing his look on Ron Jeremy?
No.
It's the hair. It's the. I don't know anyone else with that haircut. It's the only two men with that haircut that I've ever seen. I like it. If I ever start going bald, I will grow it out the back.
You gonna do that?
Yeah, Frazier is the only other one.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of guys rocking that.
True.
I thought it was
What's his name? The watermelon comedian.
Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher
He would
rocked
wear a
it.
hat. He would wear a Shane
Yeah.
hat throughout.
True.
I was setting you guys up there. You could have named a black comic. Would have been funny.
Who?
Instead of Gallagher, when I said the watermelon comedian,
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I didn't know you would do that.
would have been a layup. No, that wasn't.
know
I
you'd
wasn't. Yeah, whatever.
Dude, I was telling you earlier. I started reading Beowulf this week. Beowulf
yeah.
might be the best thing ever. It's an amazing book. It's literally just about these like warriors from like Sweden or what. They're like Swedish warriors.
Yeah.
And all they tried to do back then was just they would like kill people basically to survive, to like establish. They would call it the hall. So they'd set up a hall to just drink mead and just eat chicken legs. So it's just like generational struggle to set up a Buffalo Wild
Checking
Wings.
out the B-dubs.
It was the B-dubs. They would set up a B-dubs
The
council.
original council.
That was all it was. It was just years
get in
of
and
just
go,
toil. It's so tight.
And
They
get
were
drunk
just,
enough to hit the lime scooters.
just like a 500 years of fighting the most brutal bloodshed, and they would end with them drinking like shitty honey mead and just being like, dude, remember the time we fucked that guy up? And then people will come out of nowhere and just cut all your heads off. They'd be like, this is our council now.
They'd take the B-dubs.
They would take the count. It was literally just war.
We
of the
tried to
B-dubs.
overrun a B-dubs once since we've been here. It was too strong of a clan. It was an underpass, Mexican B-dubs. We
Yeah,
had
it
the,
was.
the brightest lights you've ever seen. Dude. That
yeah.
was our hall. It was too strong for us.
No, the hall was already.
The hall was too powerful.
we could have went in there like Grendel, dude. And just fucking.
There's nothing we
completely-
could do. That was one of the worst B-dubs I've ever seen.
It was so bad. It was tiny too.
Yeah,
It's a tiny B-dubs with.
under a highway. Yeah, with just the lads, dude. That was the lads' council.
True. That was They definitely held the yard there.
We could take it.
We
Could make a little anonymous call to a government agency.
True.
Say, clear this B-dubs out.
I like seeing the dates there though. First date at the B-dubs underneath the highway.
That's a
It was-
powerful date.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
We're going to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dress up.
Wear
I'm gonna wear an
something
all
nice.
black cowboy suit. Meet you at the bottom of highway. At
Yeah, right
B-dubs.
under Mopac. Let's get fucked up.
But that was pretty cool. Just reading about pre-Christian Europe, and just how those dudes used to live, and it was like the only thing they thought about was just.
I'm reading about pre-Christian Europe.
Are you really?
Well, I'm listening to it before bed.
What is it?
Another William Manchester. World on Fire, I think.
That's pretty sick.
It's about the Middle Ages.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking
A
awesome.
world lit only by fire. The medieval mind and Renaissance portrait of an age.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Is this them talking down the Dark Ages?
Yeah, just
We're so smart now that we've got the Renaissance, but they were
A little bit. They got fucking the Roman Empire collapsed, and there was just
held on the best we
dirt
could.
for 1,000 years.
yeah.
Oh, I think that's an exaggeration.
Maybe, but
You
They
think the Dark
continue in the
Ages weren't
East
so
as well.
dark?
I think the Dark Ages would.
You think they ruled?
It's the only thing that people want to relive. No one wants to go to the, Enlightenment fair. Everyone wants the medieval fair. Everyone wants to wear the knights and the armor. Aesthetically, it's the best we've ever been.
yeah.
Yeah, functionally.
Renaissance outfits suck, dude.
The little stockings.
Yeah.
Silk? You wouldn't want
And
you
wigs.
wouldn't-
No one's getting together and wearing the wigs
Imagine
and the frock
pulling it
coats.
out of some silk, dude. Taking down like a 15 button bra.
It always annoyed me.
I
Those
think
outfits.
I think you would get pretty horny in those things.
Yeah, that's all they were
buxom
doing.
wenches?
Yeah.
All they were doing was fucking in those outfits. I know. Yeah, I'm with James. Take me to the Dark Ages.
How you say that though, dude? But I'm telling you,
Yeah, of course it's hell.
I'm living it
Yes,
right now.
way worse.
I'm living it right now in Beowulf. It's,
Something about the castle seems great, though. I mean, Beowulf would be earlier Anglo-Saxon,
yeah,
more mud people. But being in a big castle with all your friends and the walls and the Muslims are coming and they're shaking their swords.
I'm telling you, man.
You're baking croissants
I,
down below.
again,
and
you guys are romanticizing. I'm living it every night before I go to bed. It's so brutal. It's just
is there
to
a
come
witch in it, though? And
Huh?
there's a witch. And there's
I think Grendel's
Yeah,
mom doesn't
Angelina
fight.
Jolie.
Oh yeah.
You gotta watch the movie now.
No, I gotta read. I have to read it first. The
You
book.
didn't, you never read it?
No, I never read Beowulf.
Oh, we had to read it.
It's written in like Old English. Any of those Old
Yeah.
English type things. There's a translation I'm reading that's like a lot more
We had
straightforward.
to read that and Canterbury Tales in school, and they sucked.
Yeah, I can't get down with
Yeah.
that language. You got to get a good
And
translation.
Shakespeare. Shakespeare sucks too.
Dude,
No,
I
won't
tried.
take
Fucking
that.
bullshit.
Try
Yeah, you love
Shakespeare.
The Crown,
I
dude.
love it.
It's like
Of course.
Shakespeare
Taylor-
is great. But I will say, some of the Shakespeare you get exposed to here is difficult.
Wait, what's
I was
what's
watching PBS. They'll get celebrities doing Shakespeare in the park, and they'll "This is our high culture. Look at this, Margaret. That lady from Grey's Anatomy is doing it." But this was It was Much Ado About Nothing. I think it was Peter Dinklage was in it, and everyone has to act like Peter Dinklage is some great Shakespearean tour de force. He's not very good, and if he wasn't small,
Oh wow.
I don't think people would think he was a good actor.
Dude, in Game
That's
of Thrones, he was
disgusting.
so
That's
good.
my
Game of Thrones is
because
Shakespeare.
he stands out. He's the only one doing a weird big Shakespearean thing, and it works. But when you watch him actually
I
doing
will say
Shakespeare,
him in Game of Thrones bothered me.
You didn't like it?
I always hated his whatever accent that was.
I thought he did fantastic.
Everyone else had a British accent. His was
What was his accent?
fucking nothing. It was a completely made up.
You hate me, father.
It was a
It was
completely
British.
barely. Sounded like that Mid-Atlantic, whatever that is. It was like fucking insane.
that is how they all sound at the Renaissance fair. When you go to the
Mm-hmm.
medieval fair here, it's everyone putting on a fake. And what would you like today, sir? no one has a strong British accent at the fair. And
You know, medieval times, people used to walk on their toes, not their heels.
why?
Because they had soft leather shoes, so you couldn't really like heel strike really hard.
Yeah.
So you would get up and you would just walk like this, and you would feel around the ground. I do it every now and again.
Yeah.
To reconnect with your roots?
I'll do a medieval walk every now and again. It's kind of sick, dude.
For
Leather.
a medieval
Imagine just
walk?
leather, just like bearskin shoes, and you're just kind of.
Yeah, you gotta watch out though. That's people get stuck walking like that. I got a couple friends that are fucking toe to heel walkers,
No.
and it's tough. And they bounce on their heels when they walk. It's
Yeah.
a tough look.
I had a religion teacher in high school that walked pretty much on his toes, and it
Yeah.
was the most upsetting thing to watch. It was really tough. Remember, he would tell
Yeah,
us
it's a bummer.
every morning. He'd be like, or he would tell us at school. He'd be like, every morning, me and my wife, we lay and face each other, and we just say, "I love you" over and over. And we'd like, you'd be in the back of class, like, "Do you guys have sex?" And he'd be like, "All right, that's enough." But yeah, dude, it's a really cool. If you read I think it's Seamus Heaney. This guy, this Irish poet, translated Beowulf into like a readable, not like it's like accessible.
Yeah.
It's so funny just to roll up in a castle and be like, "I'm the strongest guy in the world," and just brag, and everyone like, "Damn, this guy fucking rules."
Yeah.
Everyone was autistic back then. Like, I killed sea monsters, and this guy was like, "Pff, "Yeah, right."
Yeah,
He's
right.
like, "Dude, you're a loser. Shut the fuck up." It's so funny.
Killed a sea monster on the way here. No big deal.
He's like, "My friend drowned, but he wasn't as good as swimming at me, and that's what he gets." Anyway, I'm here to kill the monster, Grendel. And then to tell the one part where he's like, "And if I lose, he'll eat me and carry me away and tear my face off, and oh well." It's like, okay, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck is your problem? But it's sick. They knew nothing other than might. That's so cool. There's no idea of the soul or being like, I need to be nice and kind. It's like, I need to cut this guy's head off. If I don't, I suck.
Yeah, that is. I started Homer again, and that's all the Greeks, all the ancient Greeks.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But for them, it's honor. And
Yeah.
if a guy disrespects me, I have to cut his head off in front of everybody until I.
Yeah.
They have no. They can't be relaxed.
Yeah,
about it. It's incredible that that's maintained with the
You guys
Greeks
are
to this day.
It's just a classic Greek culture, including all aspects.
Sure did. He was quite fucking.
He was Greco.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's really funny. Just to think about that. It was a guy being like, I got to cut this guy's head off, and if he cuts my head off, oh fucking well, I'll be dead. You're like, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Come on in and sit down and relax for a minute. Come chill out.
Come to the B-dubs.
Yeah,
Let's calm you down.
The War for the Council is so funny of just dudes dying in the mud. One day, like, my brother's going to erect a small wooden shed, and we're all going to get hammered in there.
It's tales all this time. That's all you want. Just give me a shed for me and the boys to get drunk in. Please.
Please.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
What else is going on?
I just always got hit with the old English version of all those, and
Boo.
I fucking hated it.
Dude, when I was young, I like made an honest effort to try to read Shakespeare, and it's just like, and I was like, I can't even understand. This fucking sucks.
I'm out.
You gotta. If someone puts on a good Shakespeare, everybody.
But
can
I've
understand
seen a Shakespeare play, and they still talk like that. And it's like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, what the
Just do an
fuck is
English accent. You don't have to go.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm out. I can't.
The other end of that is also very bad when they try and keep it cool for the kids, and they
Yeah.
start, yo, Juliet, you fucking bitch, get out of here.
I did like the Romeo and Juliet movie,
Baz Luhrmann movie,
but he kept it.
because you
Leo?
love
kept the-
Mercutio, the cool black guy who gets
I
killed.
love Tybalt.
No? You love Tybalt? Mercutio, I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Mercutio, the guy who's like
Plague on both.
both
Yeah.
your houses.
Yeah.
He's wearing ladies' clothes and dancing.
I didn't
with
like
this
that
guy.
part.
No,
I did like the Prince in there.
the Prince.
Prince music. They sing Purple Rain.
Is it when doves cry?
No, When Doves Cry. Yeah. It's a nice moment.
He's a good director. We're very
What
proud of
version
him.
of Romeo and Juliet was this?
That is Baz
It was with
Luhrmann.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, that was like the
The movie, yeah.
You know, I never saw that.
Shit rocks.
Is it good?
It's good.
They
who's
take
co-star?
ecstasy, which is not in the original.
What?
Yeah, he takes some liberties with the non-script.
Yeah.
But he sticks to the writing. They talk like that the whole time. But when you see it acted out, it's much more obvious.
Yeah.
Like, I bite my thumb at thee. I'm reading that as a kid. Like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? But then you see his two guys at a gas station talking shit to each other, pulling out their guns. Going, don't you dare bite your fucking thumb at me, motherfucker. It's pretty sick. Anyway. And they play Loveful in it by Cardigan. It's great.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I do like some of that medieval language is really funny when he's talking about giving someone this. He's like, they're gonna sleep the sleep of the sword when I'm done with them. I'm like, I'm like in my bed sitting there like, fuck, dude, this is awesome.
Make him sleep.
Like in Othello, we're going to make the beast with two backs. It's for sex.
Was that two guys on a scooter?
Come on now.
Let's go.
All right.
That
we
is
walked
the
into
beast
it.
with two
That
backs.
is the beast with two backs. We walked into it very well.
Damn, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Hands on shoulders. Nothing wrong with that.
Hands on shoulders is even kind of
That's
gay. That's where
crazy.
you put your hands.
Where
when you're-
else? Where's is the least gay part of the body to put the hands?
Should just Homer Simpsoned it the whole way.
Hands on shoulders is kind
His
of,
hands were on my shoulders.
So you're saying he's gayer?
No, I'm saying
You're the top.
everybody
of
had
that
an. It was just a father
Full
putting his
bottom.
hands on his boy's shoulders. There's nothing wrong with that. There can't be anything wrong with that. This is why people keep becoming trans in America. You got such a restricted
God.
sense of
Here we go,
masculinity.
dude.
Did you
People
guys
go,
make any
there's no
noises?
room to be a straight
Here
man with
we
your
go.
hands on your son's shoulders, so I got to chop my dick off.
No,
That's
man,
what
that's
I'm
such a
calling
stretch.
it.
That's such a
You
stretch.
love talking about
Relax.
him.
We all should relax.
How did you make?
That's true.
Fuck yeah,
That
America.
is true.
Yeah, fuck Australia, dude. America.
Did you guys make any noises? I'm sure it was like
Definitely
a
there's some
surprise.
bumps. No, there's a bump and a fucking both of them at the same time.
Just a man and his boy having a great time out there.
It was
You'll
nice. It's
understand.
just I do. There's not enough room on those things.
We didn't do it for very long. It was brief. It was enjoyable.
Finished quick. You made him pop with your pussy. He said, "Oh fuck, I'm about to come, son."
See, it was so not gay. I can even enjoy
said,
this
"Voila."
banter that we're having now.
He said, "Son, your pussy's
You're gonna
fucking
be-
nice.
You're going to be too afraid to be close to your boy.
You've got a nice
gonna
pussy,
hurt
son.
your relationship.
America's done you well. Your pussy's soaked. Got a soaking wet pussy on the lime scooter." Oh, fuck, James. I'm about to fucking nut. He said, "Daddy, give me a pie. Give me a pie, Daddy. I'm going to take this pie on stage. I want to feel you dripping out of me while I'm talking on stage."
This is on the Patreon, right? This
Yeah,
is-
it's Patreon.
Yeah,
Don't
great.
worry,
Okay,
don't worry.
good. No, it's fine.
Your father's never going to get wind of this.
Nah, my brother will be
accent.
listening and going, "What's happening? This is my
yeah.
favorite show."
Oh, yeah. Sorry to James's brother.
He'll be proud.
Your brother
He'll
would
be
laugh.
proud.
He's going to laugh. He's going to call you. He should rightfully call you guys
Your brother's
the
gonna be
light and the
dying.
loafers for what you've done. He should. You guys got any funny terms for gay people in Australia?
Pufta?
Pufta?
That's nice.
Pufta's a good
Yeah,
one.
Pufta's the mainstay. Light and the Loafers is
Light and Loafers
we
is
like
classic.
Light and Loafers.
Little sugar in his
Limp
tank.
wristed, you go limp wristed.
Yeah.
Yep. Sugar in his tank. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. I don't know. Poof does
I
so
think that
nice.
guy's got a little sugar in his tank. Yeah, all right, Dad, it's our priest. My dad would talk. Anytime we got a new priest, he'd be like, "I think this guy's a little fucking queer." All right, yeah, he probably is, dude.
Yeah, dude. Most of them are.
I think otherwise we have all the same ones. Fruity.
Fruity's great.
Fruitcake's hilarious. Guy's a freaking fruitcake. Yeah. Well, anyway,
But we've policed them. We've purged them all from our.
From where?
You know,
it only makes him funnier.
we got the sense that we should get rid of them, and then we hate ourselves. We're really a very self-flagellating country, and we want to be inoffensive. We're doing this thing at the moment. This is the other thing. So we did the social media ban. The other big thing is travel allowances. We're not letting politicians, like within the rules, you can claim like $100,000 worth of travel, and some people are actually doing it.
Yeah.
They just, oh, I'll get a business class flight. I'll fly and people are going, even though it's perfectly within the rules, the whole country gets together and go, that's not fucking right. How fucking dare you? We want the Prime Minister to hold his own bags. We don't have any sense that these people should.
Yeah.
I like it that the president here has got a big plane and you go, he's in charge. He needs security. He needs people who listen. You need some respect.
Yeah.
We make them live, we say they shouldn't be allowed to have a business class flight if you're in the government.
Yeah, but they got Bernie Sanders. I remember that was so funny when he was like, he's like, oh, we shouldn't have billionaires. And whoever was interviewing him was like, do you ever fly on a private jet? And he's like, yeah, I kind of have to. And they're like, hypocrite, big hypocrite. And he's like, well, no, it's like, I just can't get on the fuck. I'm running for president. I can't fly on an airplane. They're like, okay, buddy, big hypocrite.
Sure. Must be nice.
It was so funny. They had one note on Fox News. They're like, we got him.
Got it. It's over.
He starts talking about how are we going to fix the country. You ever fly on a private jet?
Private jet guy?
Big time hypocrite. He's like, wow, let me explain myself.
I hit some Fox News yesterday.
What'd you catch?
I caught, I forget, I stopped watching it, but they were, what's his name? Younger guy, not Gutfeld, but the other, that guy, Jesse Matthews?
No comment.
Jesse Waters.
Yep.
Pretty brutal watch.
He was good at doing man on the street stuff.
It's hilarious how, like, it was a video of somebody on Air Force One opened the bathroom door and it hit Trump while he was talking. Mm-hmm. And they were just like, that's what people need to know about him. He's got such a great sense of humor.
Okay, I was
he just
wondering.
wants to bring joy to everybody.
So Fox News
like,
is still
what the
big
fuck?
time Trump. Like we love him.
More than ever, yeah.
Gotcha. I was wondering if they're going to turn or anything on him.
No.
How is he handling all the Epstein stuff? Because I feel like everyone was like,
Everyone moved on.
people have moved
Did
on.
the exact,
Weathered the storm.
Exactly what, this one took a month.
Yeah.
Usually it takes a week. This one was just a 4-week
I
one.
think they're releasing Ghislaine Maxwell's stuff now. They're going to unseal her stuff.
She's in Texas.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's in a minimum security facility in Texas.
What?
I think I'm getting that right.
She's at the mothership.
You can probably get her on.
David
You could
Lucas
probably
brought her
get
to the
on.
mothership. Said, guys, isn't this cool? I'm friends with her. This week on Kill Tony. Ghislaine Maxwell.
What does she even do? She just found young girls for Jeffrey?
I think she did the most diabolical shit.
Yeah.
If you take the word just out of that
have you seen
sentence,
the
it does sound quite bad.
Have you seen the
That's a
joke?
legal offense. I mean, what did she really just give a
Yeah,
Well, she
young
just
girl?
found some 16-year-olds to have.
She should have the Diddy face going to the jury. Just, what? That's crazy. Yeah, right.
And later on, several of the victims killed themselves. Like,
It's not even true.
seriously? Who even does that?
They're just making this up.
Yeah, I can't believe that lady. I think that lady really thought she was going to go on that dock and be like, damn, this lady fucking rules. She's like, we're making the same face. Like, we're obviously on the same page. I love all his songs. I was like, dude.
You're right, though. The fucking Indian, Pakistani, whoever that guy
That
was,
guy.
held it down.
100%. Did you watch the Diddy thing?
No.
Oh,
You're going to love it.
Why?
It's just an evil man.
Yeah, it's just an evil, powerful man. He really is. Like, watch the documentary, but it's the worst possible coverage I think a human can kind of get. Like, it's bad. Imagine if like
Dude, the Epstein doc on Netflix was easier on Epstein than this.
I've heard that from multiple
It
people.
was.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like a puff piece on Epstein. They were like, he might have had some minors in his house party.
yeah.
That's about all he did.
They were just kind of like,
And it was just those two. They didn't have any help.
Jeez Louise.
on, man.
They're going, yeah, look, how's he gonna know how old all the fucking teenagers are who massage him every day on his private island? It's not fucking.
Come on, man. He's busy.
Prince Andrew is the best.
Well, who can't sweat.
I can't sweat, and he's like, I might have let the flap down. He called it the on like a ship, I guess. He's a Navy guy. I might have let the flap down. I'll admit it. But yeah, I think because they recently just stripped him of all of his honors and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But Diddy's work. Who's made this thing going after
50
Diddy?
Cent.
50 made. I know he bought the footage. I didn't know he put the whole thing.
he like executive produced the whole thing, and there was a lady who was like the director and showrunner or whatever the fuck. So she like kind of I think did all the technical work.
Does it implicate anybody else in the Diddy unit? I mean, a lot of people going to the parties.
No, it didn't really implicate anybody.
Yeah,
It's
really
just
didn't.
focused on him.
Was it just
However, he's focused right now heavily on Marlon Wayans and Ray J. He's been like on his social media. It's just videos of those guys who are like anyone who tries to come to their come to Diddy's aid right now, being like, it's clearly a hit piece. You could, if you gave me that footage, I could have made him look great. Blah blah blah. And he's just like sharing weird stuff, like weird videos of them doing like gay stuff, and being like, oh, I don't know, man. You sure about this? And he claims to sit on a whole other. Diddy had a videographer film him during like the build up to the trial.
He didn't pay him, and 50 Cent bought the footage.
I believe so. That is supposed, and 50 Cent bought it. So 50 Cent has now 140 hours of just Diddy in 2024, just talking to lawyers. And it's the worst one was when he's driving in the car and he just did like, he's trying to, I guess, like ramp up his image. So he's like high-fiving people in the street, and then they have him on camera getting into a car being like, really interacted with the people today. I have to wash my hands. You know what I'm saying? I need to get like a bath, rubbing alcohol and water, because you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be touching a lot of people like that. And it just being like, they're disgusting.
That was a bad look.
Yeah, he could have been fucking around.
But I get it, dude.
He could have been fucking around.
You go to Skankfest, you give fucking 500 hugs and high fives. You go, I need a shower.
Yeah.
I just shook 150 people's hands.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, it's true. It's just such a bad
look.
when you put it all
especially
into
when
there.
you're faking being a man of the people, and then as soon as you get in your car, you get fucking disgusting.
I know. Every picture going, love, baby. And then you get in, you just go. But there was one thing to be like, oh, I don't want to get sick. The way he said it, he was like, I was around too many people, and people, he's like, I need to like lay down like in it. Yeah, the way he framed it was just like, we were really talking to the people today, and I touched a lot of them.
I need a bath.
Need a bath.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. What do you got? What are you pointing at me for?
Honestly, medieval energy. Very medieval energy.
Yeah, true.
Diddy might be the most medieval. We're all talking about medieval. He was truly, he's a medieval man.
He might be a Grendel.
I think he was Grendel. 50's Beowulf right now. Complete
50
Beowulf.
is Beowulf.
He's old. 50's getting geezed out too.
Yeah.
He's getting old. I watched him in interviews. Just like he just sits there the whole time, like he smiles at shit. It's really funny.
I thought he looked old at the Super Bowl thing when everyone was saying
that was
a
like
great Super Bowl.
Yeah,
But they all looked slow and old, and they were moving. Mary J. Blige, Blige, I don't know how to say that.
How old is
Everyone
50?
looked slow
50,
and old.
guess how old he is?
53.
No, he's 50.
Oh, what? It's a big
50's
year
50.
for him.
This is 50.com.
I wonder if he manifested this whole thing.
Yeah, when I turned 50. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he got
Diddy did
sentenced 50 months.
time served. And it's also for transporting prostitutes, which that's 50 Cent had a good point. He goes, who the fuck has gotten 50 months in jail for transporting, and he adds male prostitutes?
Yeah, I was about to say, I was watching interviews. He makes sure he says male prostitutes every time he says
And then it'll be
it.
like, no, we have no beef at all. And it's like, are you sure? Or is he just it could be he doesn't have any beef and is just getting the bag. But
50 rules.
dude, he does rule. And that's his whole reasoning for it. He goes, look, if I didn't put this out, people would just assume that I'm okay with the stuff he does. It's like nobody really had any idea that it went this crazy. Yeah, they really like kind of highlight the fact that Puffy might have. It's very likely that he killed Tupac Shakur. Very likely. The Biggie one was kind of ambiguous, where it was like, did he have a hand in that? It was like he definitely delayed him from leaving, and then he got killed. But I don't know.
It did look like that. I got caught in my head because I was thinking of something else that 50 did. Did you see the thing where he wrote the "I Get Money" remix where Diddy's verses Diddy did it? It's all the crimes that are in the doc. Like he has Diddy rapping like something Diddy did it. Like he's confessing this. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I just wanted to share that with y'all.
No, it's definitely. I mean, there's no bounce. My thing I'm thinking about is like, how do you bounce back? I mean, James, imagine if the documentary came out.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's just like, dude.
fucked all of his friends, didn't pay them.
I'd be ready to have
rode
a
a lime
pretty-
scooter with his dad.
When you come out of jail, you got to have
Ate a
a good
handful of
remix
onions.
ready to go. You got to have a real strong remix.
Got his hands on some
That's what I
free
was saying.
onions.
You got to have the ODB tapes ready to go that you haven't used yet. You got a special verse ready to come out. You get on the phone with Tate McRae and you say, "We're making a single. I can help you. I can do for you what I did for Mariah Carey."
I don't think he can. That's the
There's
thing.
only
I don't
way
think he
back.
can do it anymore.
No, he's got a gift, and I think a good song. Diddy. I think if you can produce a great
He's a
new
pretty
hit single,
terrible rapper.
As a rapper, no good. As a producer,
Apparently, I don't think he
unbelievable.
was even musically out. They were explaining
Let
that.
me
to
tell
me.
you, as a man who chooses which producer to use to make a record, wow, he's got a great back catalogue. No, we don't think we're going to take that away from him because he had gay male prostitutes.
Everybody in the documentary was the whole time was just like he doesn't have an ounce of talent in his body. He just he's good at manipulating people.
At very least, he's picking good people to work with. No?
Nobody that knew him seems to feel that way.
Fantasy, the ODB remix is a great song.
90s.
Okay? Bad boy for life.
90s.
The best is when he
That was in the 90s, but yeah.
he tried to fight that one guy. I forget who was the rapper. He
I'll
tried
be
to fight.
watching you.
He tried to fight.
I'll be sure.
I don't know who it
Oh,
was.
he
No, he
punched-
tried to fight this rapper.
Yeah.
I think it was Eric Sermon. He went to fight him, and he was just like swung on a miss. And the guy was like, "All right, let's go around the corner. I don't want to beat you up in front of your girlfriend." And as soon as he went around the corner, he goes, "Yeah, you got to listen to this," and played the Juicy single for him. And the guy was like, "Damn, this is fucking sick."
It's a good way to get out of a fight. You ever hear Juicy? You go, no. Yeah, wait till you fucking hear
Here,
this.
hold on, just listen to this real quick. Yeah, he does seem like he was just an absolute. I mean, honestly, it really shows the power of a black nerd is pretty wild. You know what I mean? We need
Yeah.
to be tapping into this power
Hey,
source.
we need to be vigilant.
Yeah. Well, yeah, vigilant, or I'm saying tapping into this power source. That was one black nerd. Look at what he did.
I agree.
It's crazy.
Not too many have risen, though.
I
The
know.
black nerds.
I know.
Kanye.
Kanye, he rose.
Don
Glover.
Lupe Fiasco. He came back down again, I guess, in terms of big career. But there was a moment there where Lupe Fiasco.
You gonna let him call Lupe a black nerd?
Lupe is very open to being a black nerd, isn't he?
He's a nerd, but he was deep in the streets back in the day.
He had a Lupin the Third reference on his first
You
major
need, what you
feature.
need is a black nerd in denial. That's where you get. That's where you
Yeah,
get that
suppressing.
pressure makes
He
diamonds.
was streets, but the nerd was where he was trying to be. That's why I think that's what it was.
I don't know. We need a black nerd. That's the
The black
brutal.
nerds, they struggle in politics.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
Oh no.
Like Ben Carson. A couple of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, black nerds in politics aren't good. You need a cool black guy in politics for sure.
Notre Dame has a new signing who is the coolest looking.
How you like him?
He's got big glasses. He's black
Who's that?
with Big glasses.
Notre Dame
He's,
signed a defensive end that has James loves him. He wears cool
Nice.
glasses.
That's awesome.
he's always the main picture that comes up. Of,
Yeah. He's our top
He's
signing.
what we've got to look forward
Nice.
to.
Yeah.
But
That's exciting.
You like the
huge,
glasses?
thick
How big
glasses.
you talking about?
Which one?
Big? You're talking about like giant or
He's wearing
thick?
big.
Guys, I hate to
rectangular glasses.
interrupt here, but Marcus Freeman just texted me. Just saying.
You
Not a big
got you
deal.
get the
Well, what's
inside
happening?
scoop.
Not a big deal. The head coach of Notre Dame
What's
just
the-
texted while we were talking. Just
you get
while
the
we were
scoop
talking,
on-
got a head coach. Not a big deal.
Did you get the scoop?
No scoops. Just
Checking in.
something exciting that I helped him with. That's gonna hopefully happen this weekend.
Nice.
We'll see.
How are they? Hopefully they're holding up all right after the big backstabbing.
They're not. They're mad.
Yeah.
That's why I was asked to help in any way I could.
Oh,
And I helped.
nice.
I hope it works.
You
That's all I
do
can say.
you know a little Notre Dame Gerbling.
I'm doing everything I can do. Bro, I'm texting Herb Street during, I was watching, I was laying on right there, hungover on Saturday after we went out Sunday or Friday, laying watching the SEC championship, texting Herb Street in between commercials, being like, dude, talk about fucking Notre Dame getting in, dude, do it. And then he talks and he like didn't really do it. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. How could you betray me, Herbie?
You're just pushing the levers
I
of
was
power
texting,
right now.
yeah, I'm laying on the couch going, fucking say Alabama's out. Say it. Didn't say it.
This is a weird college football thing that I've become aware of, is that who gets in is determined by a committee. Right, it's not like on points. There's
Yeah.
a group of men who decide who's good and who's bad, and they seem to be quite swayed by like popular opinion and how that'll appear. And then different conferences have different deals with different networks.
Yeah.
So like ESPN has
The
for their
SEC.
own ratings, and the companies and the teams that they're working with, they will be nice to their own people and nasty to the other ones. And
course.
this happened with you say of course, but this is pretty weird for a sport.
No, I agree, but I'm saying this is why Notre Dame got fucked.
Yes, but it's like different political. I mean, NBC doesn't have a.
We need NBC
sports-
to run the
They need a
fucking
sports
playoffs.
channel where they
Yeah.
can be.
Yeah.
They kind of got involved in the Big Ten this year, NBC.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Telling you, the market's wide open for the just sports Megatron, just to complete every single game, one place. That has to exist, right? That doesn't exist right now.
I know, yeah.
It's just warring confederacies of different. It's
the big gambling company's got to crack down and be like, guys,
Yeah.
we're going to pay you guys $1 billion. Just let us broadcast every sports game ever for free.
I mean, how much is it to get a camera at the football ground, though? Like, they would be able to afford. At some point, you just have the NFL app, right? And the NFL will record its own games, and they'll get all the money coming in. What do we need? I don't know.
Probably because the other cities, I guess the individual cities are like, we want to stream it. I don't know. I don't know how that shit
Still
works.
should at the same. So long as they. It seems. I watched the high school football. The production value seems
fun.
really high. I watched the high school championship game, and there was almost no one there. It was
Yeah, it was a neutral site.
yeah.
It's not great.
But they've got a spider cam. They've got
Yeah.
the teenagers running around. It's on ESPN, deep into the ESPNs. I think we could set up. Then I was thinking about doing my own. Just like one day, if I had
You're
money,
going to take
it's
over
like,
college football?
not even college football, but like find a sport that people don't know about yet or don't like yet, and start filming that professionally. I don't know if that's beach cricket or pétanque.
What's Patonk?
Or that one with the French one with the metal balls that you throw. Bocce.
Pétanque.
Do you know what I mean? Lawn bowls is a big one
I bet.
in my country.
I bet ESPN's got a hold of some bocce.
This is why the Ocho has
Yeah.
really blown up. They do, what's it, corn holing?
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
that
they have
going.
cornholing
That's
on
big.
there. Yeah,
There's
they
gotta be.
are on the beat. Bocce ball is I always see, every time I see people play bocce ball, it's always dudes in the weirdest hats. Every
Big
single
broad
time,
brim-
it's
broad
dudes
brim
with
hat.
like every hat that you're like, who the fuck? Why would you wear that hat? And they all gather and play fucking bocce ball. Every time I see a bocce ball court, it's dudes in like bowler hats and like weird hair, like headwear.
And the opportunities for branding there
Oh,
are
yeah.
already very present.
Fun hats, cool hats,
Fun hats, exciting game,
weird guys,
weird guys.
the weirdest guys.
That's a sport.
You got to get in bowling. I know ESPN had bowling for a little bit. I don't
Bowling
know if
was
anybody's
good.
covering bowling right now
Nah,
much
surely they
as
never
they
stopped
should.
covering bowling.
as much as they should be.
I think bowling
And
tends
you
to
love
look the
bowling.
same. I
You
do
love
love bowling, but it looks the same over and over. It
Well,
would
you got to
need.
mix it up.
Yeah.
It also, of all the not quite sports, they had that one guy who was good at shouting. Darts
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
Darts is
the one.
hilarious.
Good working class British.
Darts is great.
Hateful, strange man.
Who's the devil? Me or you?
Yeah, he might have been. He actually did some
Come
bad
on,
stuff.
you cunt. Yeah.
he was-
The dark guy did bad
did you
stuff.
find out he got in trouble?
You know
Hold
the
on.
problem with bowling?
Yeah.
It should be half as long. Like you should do like 5 frames
get
instead
tired,
of 10
man.
frames. I mean, everybody gets tired of bowling.
You get tired on game two.
Two. Immediately
my
after
arms,
Two, you go, my
arms
fucking hand
toast,
hurts.
bro.
Yeah.
Let's just stop.
I think that's a good point, man. It should be like 2
5
rounds.
frames?
Yeah.
You're saying 5 frames.
5 frames instead of the 10th one being the 3-1, the 5th one's the 3-1.
I like 10 frames for one game.
Five.
It goes
you're only
fast.
playing
2 on
one
2, that
game.
goes pretty fast.
Yeah.
Or 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Or just add fucking glow bowling.
Yes.
Glow bowling.
Mix
All
some,
bowling,
mix some
slow
alcohol in there. Mix some fucking, get some obstacles. Maybe play defense somehow.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Oh, that would fucking hurt.
People are allowed. Okay,
You're gonna have to lay down.
There's
You're
a
gonna have to
guy.
die for it.
There's a guy on the y-axis who's allowed to bowl his ball when you bowl.
Yeah.
He's going to try and knock you, but he only gets one shot at it.
Yeah.
Or they can send one right after you go. You can try to like chase it down.
Yeah,
and
if
Or
you
get
go
like
faster.
an American Gladiator's tennis ball gun from the back. You gotta fucking try to
just
shoot
knock
the
it
ball.
off a little bit
Yeah.
off course.
Could we have the balls covered in some sort of flammable liquid and a slight spark when it hits the ground
Yeah, that'd
so
be
that
exciting.
it catches on fire as it goes?
Or slap league. You got to get slapped in the face and then
Nice.
throw your ball.
True.
You get a strike, you get to slap back.
Yeah. These are all good games.
How long do you think slap league? You think slap league's? I guess it'll just keep lasting. Like,
Still getting, it's just viral clips.
yeah, it's
It's
crushes.
just a clip of somebody getting their face fucking destroyed, and everyone goes, "Oh shit!" I know. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta take a whiz.
Yes.
Can we pause this? Yeah. This was last night's Chinese. I got Chinese food yesterday at 3 p.m. Oh. It's the only thing I ate yesterday, but I got sick as fuck from that.
Yeah, Chinese food is like.
I was like, finally, I found a good
No,
place.
let's not fucking.
I was like, finally, I
Why
found
can we? Is this still?
Fine, we're back.
Times
Fine.
have changed. Times have changed. It's
Oh yeah, we're allowed to talk Chinese food.
yeah.
It's a dishonest cuisine.
Returning to the scene. Of
So it gave me diarrhea.
It
Finally
no.
vindicated
We
after
are
all these
vindicated.
years.
I was like, finally, I found a good Chinese place
Yeah.
in Austin, which is hard to find.
How
here.
was it?
Delicious.
But
But then, about 3 hours later, I'm laying on the couch watching TV, and I go, "Oh, what the fuck?" And my stomach felt like it was like cramping. I was like, "Oh, great, I have the flu." Oh, And then that was that. I thought all night. I was like, this thing's got to come flying out soon.
And it just
Never came.
brewed in there.
24 hours later. That was my last dump. It's been 24 hours.
Whoa.
That thing was waiting.
Was it screaming?
It was screaming until the Honest Marys got in there, and then it said, time to go.
Yeah.
Out with the old, in with the new.
True. Honest Mary came in and was
Colonize
like, okay,
the bowel.
Yeah.
must
Let's get some
leave now.
arugula in here. Clear out whatever the fuck that was.
Just a bunch of like pieces of food playing my dong and you're
They were. My lord. Well, anyway. Sorry
Damn, I'm
about
glad
that,
you
everybody.
got recovered from your bout of diarrhea.
It wasn't even, yeah, I mean, this is disgusting stuff for the listener, but it wasn't even that much diarrhea. It
Just
was
a splat?
Just a hellish brood that I was waiting on because I thought I had the flu. I was really upset.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I got shows this weekend if I'm really fucking sick. And Gardog was just telling me about his horrific illness.
I know.
He went to his girl's house and pooped in the bathtub.
Oh,
He pooped everywhere.
Don't say what. You did poop in the bathtub.
Sean, why'd you do that?
Because he was sick. He had to shit and poop and
Yeah.
throw up at the same time. He
I was
just
telling him, the
went
whole
to
lay in the
he
bathtub
visited
and
his
did it?
parents' house, laid in the tub and shit.
That's not true.
The whole
It was
family
just
thought. I was telling him the whole
accident.
family
I had
thought
a
he was
little-
getting
Her
lucky
family's
upstairs.
Patreon members. Don't worry.
I had a little
all they heard was
accident.
Sean going, oh. Damn, he came in our house. He's just.
I shouldn't
thought
have
he
been in
was
that
piping.
bowl. How long ago was this?
This was weeks ago.
Okay.
He should-
Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving.
Okay, we're
He
fine.
went
I'm
to
not
his
gonna-
girlfriend's relative's house and threw up and shit the entire time.
Look, we've done that. We've stayed at a friend's house,
It was
and
very
then everybody
embarrassing.
got a stomach
I'm
bug.
sorry.
That was we went to Houston, and we were staying in my 3 children, me and my wife, and we were in one room at this family's home. It was very nice to have us in.
shat
But we didn't
up.
know that everyone would get gastro. They had to cancel a birthday party because
I had
that's
that
terrible.
in my family several years ago. Went to South Carolina to visit my family there, and the whole party got horrifically ill, and I got it first, and I could hear them talking about me. Like, that boy's not sick; he's just hungover. I was like, "You'll fucking see. You'll find out. You'll all find." We had to take my one uncle to the hospital, and they like strapped him upside down. They like held him upside down for some reason. I don't know why.
to keep the poop in the body.
I don't know what they did, but it was very funny that South Carolina medicine is still like, give him leeches and make him hang upside down.
Were you just peering through like the rail, like the little gaps in the steps?
was
Like
so
I
happy.
told you.
I was so happy when everybody else went down. It took one day. I was the harbinger. It was like, they're like, that boy ain't sick. He's just hungover. I was laying on the couch. I was watching Gettysburg. I remember it like it was yesterday.
That's so
Watched the
fucking
movie
funny.
Gettysburg just to give those
Just to rub
Southerners.
it in?
Put on Gettysburg. Those fucking Southern scum.
Dude, I didn't, you know what? So we just finished the Cortez thing on Patreon. Do you know he strangled his wife to death? His
is
wife,
it? Yeah.
Catalina, that was like living in Cuba or wherever, after he finally won Mexico. He was sitting there with Malinche, his babe from, indigenous babe. She was nursing their like new child they just had, and his wife Catalina just showed up completely unannounced. And he was like, they also had like a party to celebrate that turned into like a 4-day nonstop. It was like the Indian guys there were like cutting off their enemy's skin and wearing it. The Spaniards were on like a drunken rape rampage. It was like really horrendous. So they finished that. They're all just like, damn, that was fucked up.
Yeah, what did we do
Oh
last
my
night?
God. It was The Hangover, part 5
Yeah.
for sure. And then his wife just comes up unannounced and like on a vicious hangover, they start fighting. He's like, let's just go into the room. And then it was just like she died. And they said it was an allergic reaction, but she had a ton of bruises all over her neck. So his wife just showed up and he strangled his wife to death. And it was like, anyway, like I was saying,
Yeah.
this is a crazy way to end the book. They just dropped that in there. You're like, damn, this guy strangled his fucking wife.
The bruises on the neck. That's very
Yeah.
funny. To just be like, it was fucking peanuts.
Yeah, they're like, damn.
Fucking allergic.
I don't know what the hell she ate, but she's definitely allergic. And everyone's like, for sure. Used to be able to commit your wife too. If your wife was bothering you, you could send her to the nut house. You'd be like, dude, you go to a doctor and be like, she's angry all the time. They're like, she's clearly fucked
Yeah.
up.
You go give her some blow. Let's see if this works. Nope.
All right, I've got a vibrator. I'm the only man who's allowed to use the female orgasm machine.
Good for
I'll be
those
using
guys.
that on your wife.
Yeah.
Good for those
It's an,
doctors.
it's an interesting
Just
job.
dishing out orgasms as a fucking treatment.
No matter what the illness you got. I think, did you got a cold?
Yeah, I've come down with the flu.
got an
We
idea.
go, why don't you get on this Sibian?
Yeah. Yeah, the orgasm machine's crazy. Just one guy being like, doctor, please take care of her. When did dudes figure out the doctors were just like blasting their wives?
Was there any repercussions once they found out what was
Definitely
going
not.
on?
You
with
gotta
that?
Definitely not.
stone that guy to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ! Imagine all day. I mean, then eventually it probably got boring for him when he was like, "Oh my god."
No.
Does it ever?
All day long. If you're doing it all day, every day, just going bzz, bzz, bzz.
I mean, all day, every day?
I guess.
I doubt it was that often.
Yeah, true.
It's probably just
Every now and again.
a hot chick. If a big ugly lady comes in, you go,
True.
you're
Got
going,
nothing for you.
you're going to the fucking nut house,
Yeah.
you big fucking psycho.
There's hope for her. I see something in her. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was just the odd babe every now and again, that truly would be pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
What do you think he did though? Just fapped right away? He'd be like, I need some therapy myself right now.
Yeah.
I'm
He probably held her shoulders and stood behind her
yeah.
while she was on it. Your paw put you on the lime scooter.
There's nothing wrong with that. This is going to be the name of the
It'd be
episode.
fine if you weren't 40.
I would
You're
have
an
been
adult
33
man.
at the time.
How old are you, James?
34.
34.
I think.
What?
Struggle. I think I'm 34.
God damn
I
it.
used to be 33.
What?
He's younger than me.
Are you just basing it off comedy success?
No, just like life.
I also I thought I looked much older. I look terrible. I've aged more in the last 2 years than, I mean, I went back, I watched the Stuff Island from when I first got
it
here.
always sucks.
But it's everybody. Over the last 2 years,
Yeah.
it's been a lot of big changes ripping
Dude,
through the
I've-
crew. You go back and watch Gillian Keeves. Sweet Sean looks like a
We made him
14-year-old.
play
know.
a child.
I've aged tremendously in the last 5 years. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's like 2 years ago you see a video
There's
and
some
you're like,
colour
what?
coming back
That
to
was
your
2
hair,
years ago?
though.
True.
What's happening there?
Just coming
Up
in.
top.
Just coming in. Letting the top go.
Yeah.
Letting it go. We're on the opposite trajectory right now.
I'm getting grey.
Long. No, you're long in the back. I'm going high on the top.
Is it just a little gray on the sides?
Yeah, you're barely. Yeah, I'm great. I'm going party on top. You're party in the back.
Face is a mess. I look in the mirror and they're weird. I mean, even with my fat head, there's still lines appearing everywhere.
Really? It's funny. Yeah,
my
it's like you only ever see it on yourself. I don't notice it anybody. I always just see myself and I go, damn, I look like shit.
I think you're bad. You just look like a whole different person. Your back is enormous. You're not fighting these testosterone allegations.
Oh, he's on the fucking...
I'm not on the juice. Not on the juice.
Big time on the juice.
I'm not on the juice. I did.
Oh, here it comes.
No, I'm saying I was at the gym today and I went because recently I've been eating so much because I've been lifting really heavy and I'm like, what am I even doing? Today I was lifting. I saw myself in the gym. I'm like, it's all fucking paying off. I'm getting massive right now.
You're on the juice.
Not on the juice.
All right.
Promise. Test me.
I'll never.
I'm ready for the
I'll
test.
never test you.
I'll take the
but
test.
I
at
am
any
going to
time.
get a USADA in here one day.
Go ahead.
It's going to be a random test. They're going to
That's
come to
fine.
your house.
I want the random test.
I want you on USADA. Weed disqualifies you too. You're not allowed to fight.
I don't really. I might have a little bit of weed in my system.
Well, then you're disqualified. you're out. You can't be jacked. Dude. You're
looked up-
cheating. You smoked up.
That's not, I'm telling you, I barely smoked dope anymore.
I looked up the orgasm thing, the doctor stuff.
Yeah.
And they stopped doing it when they saw vibrators being used in porn. And they're like, oh, it's actually pleasurable. Nobody got in trouble. They just phased it out.
They knew it was pleasurable. It's
Yeah, I know. It's just early 1900s.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a machine. I figured it was around then. You know,
I don't know if you caught a guy in like 18. When was this? Like 1880, and being like, we have to. It's very serious, but we have to take a First of all, they're talking about like a vibration device. They're probably like the average dude is probably like, whoa, what the fuck is that?
yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna have to actually touch her nethers, and he'd be like, whatever you say, doctor.
Yeah.
They created the vibrator in 1880 because doctors were like, I'm tired of doing this with my hands.
We even had
The
to
doctors
invent it.
were tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men had to invent that. That's incredible. I would have thought of any.
No, dude. Obviously, men invented vibrators.
I thought maybe women would have got one.
They didn't even invent tampons, dude.
What?
A man invented tampons.
No, we.
Look it up. I'm almost positive
that
as a man.
seems like a
yeah.
universal invention.
Yeah, he's probably like,
sure
well,
that was-
plug it the fuck up then.
Yeah. Sure, there was a dude in every tribe, in every civilization
Cloth.
going, get something in there. Fucking bleeding all over the hut.
It was a guy.
The modern tampon was created in 1930
By
by
Adolf
Dr.
Tampax.
Earl Haas.
Yeah, it was. What haven't the bros done? What's the best female invention? I'm curious.
Facts. I think the copy machine is a woman.
Copy machine?
Copy.
I bet it was a patent. On
Yeah,
the
a
cut.
woman
That's-
patented the tampon, but she bought it from
a
the
guy.
man who invented it.
What did women invent?
Kevlar
butter.
was invented by a woman.
Nice.
What was?
Kevlar, like
Kevlar,
bulletproof
that's sick.
material.
What?
You know who invented peanut
Yeah, I
butter?
know you love that.
They invented the dishwasher?
Damn, they phased themselves out.
Well, that's awesome.
It's the turkeys who voted for Christmas.
Damn, they kind of naffed themselves.
Circular saw, Monopoly, computer pro. Okay, so now it's just getting into
Now they're just giving them random stuff.
computer programming is one of them. The first algorithm carried out by a machine.
What women invented computer programming?
Ada Lovelace, which sounds like a video game.
Girls are
character.
good with computers, actually. I'll give them that. They're actually nasty with computers.
Because it was all like tapes at first, like actual magnetic tape they would use, and then the girls were small enough to get in there and change it out for the fellas.
Fair enough.
Sure, good point. Well, we've reached the stage of invention, which is no doubt going to devolve into what did you guys?
You're chomping at the bit.
So we should probably hang it up.
Hey guys, welcome to the Patreon. Lemaire, Nate, thank you. Sean, obviously on the ones and twos, possibly threes and fours over there as well. What
What about the 6 and 7s?
the hell's going on, dude? Come on, man. Come on. I told you what my daughter thinks about that crap. So happy my kindergarten daughter thinks that shit's bullshit. I was like really worried. I went to a thing at her school recently, and it was like I watched all the kids. So they're like fourth graders at pep rally, like fourth grade, can I hear you? And like but every little kid would just go, and I was like, that kind of is disappointing to watch your kid get swept up into a mindless craze. And yeah, my daughter brought it up to me last night, and I was like, no, my sweet fucking angel. I told you guys. She goes, Dad, people who say that are like zombies. I was like, yes, dude.
Dang, she's already
Good job.
bitter.
She's just. I didn't condition her thinking on it at all. I was just like, never even brought it up to her, and she was like, Dad, it kind of pisses me off of my my people. So all they do is count. They're like in that range of like kindergarten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. She counted to 49. That was as high as she could get.
Nice.
Tapped out. She's looked at her teacher and she goes, "That's all I know." I know up to 49. She like for real felt bad about it. I didn't, because you don't know what like your kids are going through at school, but like we're at home and I found this out from PTA that she's like insecure about not counting to 100. And then like at home, she's been begging me to count to 100. And I don't know if you ever like had someone beg you to count to 100. You're like, fuck no. I'm like, we're not fucking counting to 100 right now. Counting to 100 sucks.
It does suck.
It fucking blows. Especially I'm already tired. I'm driving. She's like, can we count to 100? I'm like, no. Found out my poor sweet child was embarrassed to only count to 49 because I've been lazy. So we've been counting to 100 big time in the house. Yeah, I got to get. Well, anyway, what's going on with you guys before we delve into
I was going to say, ChatGPT, you ever ask it to count to 1 million? It's always like, all right, I'm going to start. And it goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is going to be a long time. I can keep going if you want me to. Like, yeah, 4, 5. You sure you want me to keep going? Like, ChatGPT is very weary
Yeah,
about
because
counting.
we're wasting a gallon of water every time. Every time you do that, there's a gallon of water sprayed onto some fucking server. That's why I said, why should I do this?
Yeah, I'm wasting your resources.
Although that would be cool though to have like a TV in your house that's just ChatGPT constantly counting to 1 million.
Yeah.
Or just like counting, like you move into a house, it's like, bro, start the clock now.
Yeah.
I want you to count like that way I know how many seconds I've been in this house. That'd be kind of a bug out, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Just counting how long you're in the house.
Yeah, or doing like math problems. Just like,
Yeah.
do like advanced calculus. I'm gonna have people over
Yeah.
and have like
Oh,
just advanced calculus
you
going
think
on in the
you use
background.
AI to figure out Bitcoin math?
Like
So
how to.
you can have it mine a Bitcoin for you.
Doubt it, bro.
It's probably dark web AI.
They would be doing this right now.
Yeah, if it was possible. They're probably already doing it.
I don't know. Isn't it? You don't even need AI because a computer does that anyway. You have a
Yeah.
computer do that for you already.
But like if you have AI, it's just going to get smarter and smarter. And it's going to figure out how to solve it easier.
Oh, how to solve the?
The mining number.
Speaking of which, I have my Bitcoin book right there.
What the
Gradually, then subtly. It's about Bitcoin. Never read it, but it's cool to think about. Yeah, that's how they mine Bitcoins. There's a math problem that gets increasingly harder or easier depending on how many people can solve
Yeah.
it. And that, yeah, it's fucking really weird. And
Oh.
so they want to control the supply of Bitcoin, so they make like the more Bitcoins are out there, the harder that problem gets to solve. You need more computational power to solve this crazy formula that then renders you one Bitcoin for solving it.
yeah.
It's kind of.
But also, one Bitcoin's $300,000 now.
I don't know. When you hear about that, it's like
$150,000.
I
Yeah,
thought it was
you-
100,000 or something. It just dropped, didn't it? Just
Did it
drop?
drop?
Like
I don't know.
I was dropping this morning.
My thing with the
last night.
Bitcoins, like you hear that, like, oh, it's actually based on a math problem. It's like, can't we just, how about war? Can we just do, let's just do a war-based currency. Just don't win. How about this? How about you make money and I'll blow your fucking city up? Now you use my money.
Dude, man, I've been thinking about this.
What you got?
I think the double slit experiment is actually like a quantum experiment.
It is a quantum experiment. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I didn't know.
It's like the foundational experiment of quantum mechanics.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
Yeah, and dude-
simulation theory.
Double
experiment.
slit is when they realized you can use the pussy of the butt. No, it's the slit experiment is when they shot a particle through a slit, and then if they shot like light through a slit, and they were like, we've talked about this before. It's
Yeah.
like if light's a particle, it'll hit like you'll see the little particles on the other side. If it's a wave, it'll come through here, and it turn out to be both. So that's
That's
kind of
what,
like that's like one of the bases of quantum physics.
Doesn't it
Quantum
act
physics.
different if you're looking at it?
That's
too?
the quantum theory of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's the quantum theory
It's
of
the
it.
observer effect.
Yeah. Dude, that's
How do you
what
feel
the,
about that? How do you feel right now that I'm observing you? You know, wave-like or particle-like? Yeah, I don't really understand. That's the shit that I like. I'm like, this is cool, and I try to learn about it. I'm like, I have no idea.
Like where to begin?
Dude,
It
that's
seems it's science fiction.
it is
Yeah.
science fiction.
Well, it's a lot of the quantum physics gets kind of taken by spiritual guys who are like, I fucking knew my spiritual shit was right, and they go, because quantum physics, then you just get like so confused. You go, yeah, fuck it, you're right, dude. That's probably how it works.
That's what the lady won the Nobel Prize for this year, was basically making electrons jump from a place to another place.
Superposition.
Teleport.
Yep. Yeah.
She
Just with
really did
electrons.
that?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently quantum physics is true, but it's like so confusing.
Yeah.
It's just small. It's just really small physics.
Yeah.
But it can get big, right? If we get good enough
Yo,
at
now
it.
we're on to something now.
It's a big ass quantum
Yeah,
physics.
like yeah, you go small and then it comes out. Yeah,
It is small. And it's actually, yeah, it's so small you can't even, it's like theoretical how small it is.
yeah, dude.
I like what you're saying. We can get stuff to come here now.
Yeah.
Get some big electrons.
You know, why the fuck is big shit so hard to move? That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, dude. Wait till we get the teleportation gun. Just
Yeah.
portal gun.
Portal gun would be nice. Yeah, while we're on the such advanced topics, I actually read something recently about consciousness, how people try to say, well, consciousness is just inherent in matter and it's just like a byproduct of matter. But the argument this guy was making against it was like, no, it's not, because like when they say like, there's liquid that turns to ice, that turns to gas, they all share a common substratum, which is the particles themselves that are now just moving faster or slower, that, whether it's ice or fucking boiling.
Yeah,
But they say consciousness has no common substratum in that sense, if that makes sense.
like
There's no bound up thing of particles that a thought, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck, I regret it already. Guys,
yeah.
let's talk about Montezuma. I thought that was cool until I said it out loud. And
That is cool, dude. That's pretty cool.
It is cool, but then I'm like, your brain's made out of particles, but your thoughts aren't.
Not your consciousness. Your consciousness is quantum.
Exactly, bro. Now we're on the same fucking page. That's kind of the use for quantum mechanics, as far as I'm concerned. If there's something I can't explain, I go, well, dude, it's all clearly bound in quantum mechanics. Explain those. Be like, they're also unfortunately bound in quantum mechanics. So,
You got the blue lights on.
oh yeah, man, I got my new pair of the yellows right now. Guys, we're okay. So I like that. We got a little refreshing banter, and you guys feel free to slip into that. And I hope you enjoyed that refreshing banter. Now we're on. Now we're on to the meat. We're grizzling on the. We're just nibbling around on the gristle. Now we're on the meat of the bone, and we are going to talk. This is chapters 7 through 9 of Conquistador. Which, sorry for the wait. I mean, I really built it up to a point where, Montezuma had just invited Cortez. Finally, after eluding him, after potentially trying to kill him, as you remember, Nate, they led him to Cholula. It was a trap.
What that city mean again? The real name?
Oh, the name of Tenochtitlan.
Yeah.
That is the city of dreams.
The city of dreams. Okay,
Cholula is named after a hot sauce. So a lot of hot sauce towns in Mexico. There's Tabasco. There's Tabascans. It's just like hot sauce battles.
Yeah, Valentina's.
Baskins versus Cholulas versus the Franks.
Yeah.
So, Texas Pete came later. Texas Pete came later and took half the country. So we left off Lemaire to bring you up to speed. The general gist. Cortez coming from Spain. He basically was commissioned by his Lord Patron, Velasquez, from Cuba, who was like, dude, take these ships out, go find me some fucking slaves or whatever else. And they also were on the hunt for like cool beads and shit all the time. So that was useful to trade with natives. He's like, just take like 7 boats and ideally grab me some slaves, but like see what's good with like other islands.
Yeah.
Don't try to become a conquistador. Like don't try, don't get too big for your britches. This is a simple mission. Grab me some guys, basically, to put it nicely. And so it was, there was ZipRecruiter for them back in the day. And he's like, go do some ZipRecruiting. And Cortez is like, yo, how about I take this armada myself and found a new land? So he's trying to get in on the conquistador game. So, and you can go all the way back. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go all the way back to the beginning of this. You'll get caught up to speed. But so he goes on this long journey. People are attacking him. He's trying to be friends with the natives on the island. He fights the Mayans. Now he's fighting the Aztecs. And along the way, though, him and his boys have been through it all. They've been through like extreme hot, extreme cold. Bugs are killing them. They've battled 400 people versus 5,000.
It must suck to come from across the ocean to get killed by a bug.
Oh yeah, a lot of these guys did that.
What the fuck was that?
Your arm explodes.
Yeah, that was like multi-generations leading up to a guy getting bit by a bug off the Tabascan Delta, off the hot sauce Delta. So these guys have literally been through it all. They've been through battle together. They've completely and utterly defeated the odds in terms of the numbers, like 400 guys versus like 5, sometimes 10, sometimes 20,000, like Mayan. Because there was like the Mayans, there was the Aztecs, and there's other tribes too. So like they battled the Mayans, they vanquished, they fucked them up pretty bad. They fucked up these other guys, and meanwhile, Montezuma, who's head of Tenochtitlan, which is like that's the beating heart of the whole Aztec empire. He's like, he knows of these guys, but he keeps sending emissaries. He's like trying to make these guys turn around because it just so happened these guys landed on the continent in the year that it was predicted that Quetzalcoatl would come back. Ooh. And not only that, destroy the Aztec civilization or destroy Tenochtitlan. And then just so happened that Quetzalcoatl was rumored to be of white skin, blue eyes, big beards. That's exactly what these conquistadors look like. They have alien technology. No one's ever seen a horse before on this island. They've never seen fucking dogs, although they do have wolves, but they're like, the fact you have like your friend with a dog, they're like, damn, these guys are like literal beast masters.
Didn't they think they were like part of the horses?
Yes,
or something?
The guys rode the horses. They thought you were half horse, half man hybrid.
Nice. Centaurs.
Yes. So that's why they kind of and they have obviously gunpowder and metal, which they had only the Aztecs only had obsidian blades, which would shatter against metal. But so that's kind of the recap. And then in the last chapter, we had Cortez and company get to the city of Cholula, where like they're received like as if like, oh yeah, because the whole time Montezuma's sending emissaries telling Cortez like, yo dude, like you're my boy, I would never do anything to you, but like yeah, you should probably get out of here at the same time. But he's like giving them tons of gold and all this stuff. And Cortez's men are like, let's just take the gold and get the fuck out of here. And Cortez eventually scuttled the ships and we're like, no, we're getting all the fucking gold or we're gonna die. So Cortez gets invited to Cholula, kind of like through Montezuma, and it turned out to be in the last chapter was a giant trap.
Oh.
Yep. Montezuma tried to like pay the Cholulans who were loyal to him to basically kill Cortez, and Cortez has allied himself now on this whole journey. He's actually allied himself with a bunch of tribes who are against the Aztecs because of the ritual sacrifice. They would come to your village and take like 12% of the babes. Yeah. Even babies and shit too. These guys are pretty nasty. Yeah, they were slitting babies' throats. We'll find out later. But So there's a bunch of these rival tribes. They're like, dude, we don't want to give away our fucking families to get sacrificed in Tenochtitlan. So then Cortez actually has a sizable force that he can summon of like hundreds of thousands of these other Indian warriors. And he tells them to chill, but he takes some of them with him who are like the absolute rivals and they hate the Cholulans.
The elite.
Yeah, this is District 1. These are like District 10 guys. These boys.
Okay.
So they go to Cholula, and Cortez has some of these like other warriors who are like enemies with these guys. But he's like, yo, be cool, cool out, be chill. And once Cortez finds out through his translator, Malinche, that the whole thing's a trap, Malinche's the babe. He goes and tells these like they're called like Talaxan Sempolian warriors. He goes, yo, we're about to fuck this whole town up. So like just when they're about to leave, because the trap's just outside the city of Cholula on the main road. And they're like, yeah, all right, before we take off, Cortez gathers all of the Cholula nobles. He's like, I just want to thank you guys. You guys are so fucking cool. Blah, blah, blah. Locks the door in the temple, slays all the nobles, and then sets these other Indian guys, because they're their enemies. He goes, yo, have at it with the town. The Indian guys just destroy this whole fucking town. And this is just the recap, mind you. So then, they destroy the town. They send shockwaves through the area. Now they can completely pass freely, because they were like from town to town. They'd have to battle people is a whole problem. But now it's like the word's out though. They just literally sacked one of the largest towns with only a few dudes. These are towns full of like 80, 50,000 people. So they're like, who are these guys? Are they gods? That's the question floating through the Aztec mind.
Beastmasters.
Are they gods? Well, some of the horses had been chopped up in battle, so then they're like, maybe they're not gods. What the fuck's going on? So Montezuma, finally foiled, a bit perplexed, he offers at the end of chapter 6, offers Cortez and his guys. He goes, okay, you can come to Tenochtitlan. You can come to where I live. And we can formally meet, because he's been like telling Cortez like we can't meet face to face.
Oh, he never wanted to meet. They never met.
He just kept sending him gold, hoping he'd go away.
And letters.
No letters. He would send dudes. So you would, if rather than sending a letter back then, I would send like 700 dudes to show up with like 5 main guys all silked out, and they would like just be like, "Yo, here's a bunch of gold. The guy we work for is the fucking man." And he doesn't have time to talk to you, but just so you know, he's like, humongous deal. And then eventually they were like, yo, you should probably get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And Cortez was like, yo, fuck that, I won't. And then, blah, blah, blah. And
it's like an old school check-in. You send 700 guys to check in.
Yeah, well, you had these like kings. That was like how you flexed back in the day. Mm-hmm. You would just send 900 dudes somewhere, and they'd be like, "Whoa!" And you would just like bust out like fancy feathers and and you'd be like, "Damn, this guy! If he has 900 dudes laying around, he can send messages with. He must be a powerful ruler." And by the way, the big thing that comes into detail later is Cortez in one of the villages that later became his ally. He convinced them to stop paying human tributes to their Aztec, emissaries around the land, and that comes into play later because Cortez opened this tribe up to like serious retribution from their Aztec rulers, because he was like they were scared of the Spaniards, so he goes, "Yo, you guys are with me. Don't give these guys any." He used that for his own benefit to like actually make these guys look like the bad guys. So Montezuma liked him more. It's pretty dastardly what he did. But it'll come into play where he set this one village up pretty badly to where the Aztecs are about to, now that he's gone, the Aztecs are about to fuck them up. Just so you know.
Bro.
All right, so now so that's the whole recap. That's long. We're in chapter 7 through 9. We're doing 7, 8, and a little bit of 9.
Do you think it was easy to like get over to stop doing human sacrifices? You're like, oh, I don't have to kill these people anymore. All right.
No, dude.
Yeah.
we talked about it last time. Apparently with the human sacrifices, they genuinely believed that you needed to spill blood on the altar steps, otherwise the heavens would fall out of the sky and that like it would stop raining. They thought like human blood was somehow connected to the gods. It was like a sacred fluid that like when it ran down those steps, it completed the cycle, then kept like rain going, that had women bear children. They just thought like blood was a sacred life force, which kind of is.
If only they realized they were in the rainforest.
True.
It's gonna rain no matter what, bro.
They didn't want to test it out.
Yeah, that's fair.
They didn't want to test it, and these guys were subject to drought and famine. That's what kind of took the Mayans out. So that but fair point. So they should have just fucking woke up and realized they're in a climate 9 rainforest. So, all right, so we're in the start of chapter 7. Montezuma, or Start of chapter 7. Cortez has finally been invited to Tenochtitlan, and all he's heard are rumors of this place. Like, it's like, it'd be like if someone would be like, you know, Dubai times a million. If you've never been to Dubai and it was like flying cars, all of this shit, where it's like, you can't even wrap your head around it. But in order to get there, Cortez and, you know, his band of guys and horses and, you know, his kind of Indian bros, or he grabbed from other tribes. He's got like a couple hundred of them. And also, as always, he has his porters. They're slaves, Caribbean, West African slaves. They call porters throughout the book, which I think is nice. Porters is a nice way to say it.
Porters is nice.
Porters.
Yeah.
They're going along this brutal mountain terrain towards Tenochtitlan. In order to get where they are, from where they are to Tenochtitlan, they got to cross like a giant mountain range. Terrain's just rugged, dizzying altitudes, and you know it's fucking freezing cold. Not to mention, in the distance, there are 2 giant volcanoes just looming, which is scary as hell.
Yeah.
Like, you're already headed to a scary place. You see 2 giant fucking volcanoes. And it was miserable. Things were miserable. There's ash fucking falling all over. It was so bad.
They're active volcanoes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this was scary stuff. So some of the Teutonic warriors, they were like the first band of warriors they struck an alliance with. These guys they're like straight East Coasters. They're like, bro, they see the volcanoes. They're like, dude, we've never been this far west. Cortez, can we please just go the fuck home? We've gotten you this far. They're in their head. They're like, we're going to get chopped alive and thrown into a volcano. Like, can we please go home? Cortez graciously goes, guys, you've served me well. You know, thank you for your service. And he presses on with his Spaniards and then the Talaxan warriors, who are like a newer addition. And of course, his, you know, trusted porters, they apparently had to lug all of the heavy artillery up and through the mountains.
Yeah.
That was your kin. So
Porter job.
that's good. It's muscles, dude.
Yeah.
Strong stuff. I'm trying to find a silver lining in this, because there were a lot. That was the thing you don't think about. This party would have like 450, 600 Spaniards and like 1,000 or 2,000 porters.
Yeah.
Pretty wild stuff.
The porters are on the front lines, right?
No, they just kind of like carried shit, honestly.
Yeah.
Carried
Get
shit.
the fight.
They probably did. If they got attacked, they would take up arms. But for them, I mean, dude, you're carrying heavy artillery through mountains, man. You can't do it all. But
That's true.
sorry, I'm just trying to make it fun for everybody. But okay, so the ragtag gang of travelers, let's just call them that. After some very slow going travel, because it's freezing cold, and again, these guys were like the Indian guys were like from the jungle. So now you take a guy who lived in the rainforest. Now you're in a frozen mountaintop. They have like no clothes on. So everyone's freezing cold. Finally, after like some slow going travel, they can only make it so far every day. They make it to the base of one of the volcanoes, Popocatépetl. Translated to, you know what Popocatépetl means? If you had to guess. What'd you guess?
Life bringer.
What would you guess?
Place of life.
The hill that smokes. And hold on, here we go.
You said life, and I was like, life is in there. I feel it.
But there was a sister volcano right next to it, and that volcano was named Iztaccíhuatl. Can you guys guess what that thing was named after? I'll give you guys a hint. If Dr. Umar sees you with one of these, he goes,
Nobody.
it's called the White Woman.
Why would
Yeah, it was the hill that smokes next to the White Woman, which is the name of this volcano. I thought that was interesting.
That's pretty cool.
So
It's a
Cortez,
Newport volcano.
yeah, all
White
the porters just walked right towards Iztaccíhuatl.
Damn, that volcano thick.
So then Cortez is just like these. I don't think these guys have ever seen a volcano. So they're like, he just sees this vision of a lava jet just kind of popping out of Poco, you know, the hill that smokes, the big one. He tells one of his bros, this is a fucking crazy side quest that I still don't understand why he did this. One of his bros, Diego de Ordaz. Now, as Nate, you'll remember, Cortez's crew, half of them were loyal to Velasquez, the guy who sent him off on the expedition. The other half were, you know, Cortez loyalists. So after when they got all that gold from Montezuma, the order came from the king saying like, hey, Velasquez said you kind of fucked him over on the deal. I'm saying Velasquez can do whatever he wants to you. So Cortez took all of the gold they were given, which would be like, you know, if we had like retirement money basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're going to ship this to the king so that we can keep going and maybe make more money. If that makes sense. So they sent all the gold on a boat and sent it to the king of Spain.
What?
So Cortez could petition the king of Spain to let him continue his conquest, promising him more gold than Velasquez could ever give him, appealing to the king's greed, basically. Because if Velasquez caught up with Cortez, they would fucking hang him. So he jacked like an armada of ships.
Yeah.
And then which he also purposely sunk after this. So all these guys, half the guys conspired to be like, fuck that, let's go get the gold. We'll cut it off on the way to Spain, take the gold, and we'll just bring it back to Velasquez and fuck Cortez. I think they're probably going to kill him. Cortez found out about it and he like disciplined half the squad. So now this guy comes into play because Diego de Ordaz was one of the guys who tried to conspire against him. He goes, yo, Ortega, go climb the top of fucking Pocapupu, whatever the fuck it's called. Go climb Pocapelli and check it out, bro. He goes, they quote, determine whatever you can do about it and see if it's or determine whatever you can about this and see if it's dangerous. That fucking mountain that's shooting lava out of the top.
You don't think he go like, that looks bad?
No. Cortez was like, he wanted him to get up and look into the rim of the volcano. So Diego beast, and he also told Diego, it's like it'll help because you can get a bird's eye view of like whatever we may encounter terrain wise coming up. So it was, he is a bit of a military strategist there. Cortez always kind of has like a military kind of thing going on. But he sends this guy up, kind of like, man, you fucked around. Now let's have you prove yourself. So Diego de Ordaz now heads up to the volcano with 9 men, a few Spaniards, and a few of the Tlaxcan warriors. And Cortez and the rest of his guys go into the valley and take a nap where they say it's kind of fun. But they do add, it's like, dude, it was so cold where they were napping. They're like, oh, it was in a valley. Like, you guys would have hated this. It was freezing. It was
Next
freezing.
to a
Fucking
volcano, it's cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I guess so. Because they were at the top of the volcano is snow covered.
Oh.
So yeah, it's chilly,
true.
freezing cold. I mean, the volcano is fucking like 17,000 feet up. So Cortez and his bros taking a nap. Diego de Ordaz has to go he gets 13,000 feet up this volcano, him and his bros. And mind you, this is like
4,000 more feet.
oh, dude, 13,000 feet. You're above the cloud line pretty
Yeah.
much.
They set him up Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, so he can't dude, they can hardly breathe. So they're so high and they just climbed all the way up. They can hardly breathe, and there's so much ash where they like try to get a bird's eye view from there, but it's just covered in ash. He's like, can't fucking see shit. Tlaxcan warriors start bugging out, being like, dude, we know about these things. There's evil spirits that live in the top inside of them. We're not going any further. And Diego, this is kind of beast mode. Diego and one of his boys tell him to wait there. And then they hop over a small trickling stream of lava on the way up, which is kind of like, fuck you pussies, jump over lava, climb pretty much all the way to the top. They said they got, because like it eventually became like a snow-capped peak. Yeah. So they walked the rest of the 4,000 feet to like the summit. Just was like a brutal sleet storm, snowstorm with ash from the volcano. And they got, to their words, a mere 2 lance throw away from the pit of the volcano.
Definitely
so
3 lance throw.
They're definitely exaggerating. They're definitely still thousands of feet away. They're like, bro, I could have thrown a rock twice and got there. But they claim they got so close to the heat of the volcano, and they were at 18,000 feet. They claim they got so hot that their clothes would start to kind of catch fire. And at one point, the volcano hiccuped out like a couple hot rocks and lava, and they were like, fuck this. Ran down, and they met back up with their boys, the Tlaxcan warriors. And by that time, I guess like the winds had shifted, so the ash kind of parted, and they could get a full view of basically Tenochtitlan, all of its surrounding cities, the hamlets, all of that stuff. And they were just kind of like, oh shit, it's like right there. All we got to do is keep moving. So it was.
They hit the top of the volcano and the map opened up like a video game.
Kind of sick. Yeah. According to this guy, they also might have just waited and made up all of this shit about their clothes lighting on fire. It's like, really, these guys were also, they were all like maybe 20 years old.
Yeah.
These guys were youngsters.
Yeah, exaggerated.
Not that I would do the same thing at 40 and be like, yeah, I was all, dude, it was crazy, bro. My fucking clothes lit on fire. Honestly, if you gave me a football, 1 or 2 throws, I could have got right. So this made me laugh. So Diego and his bros go back down. They tell Cortez, they're like, yeah, the volcano is definitely dangerous. We checked it out. And they even gave Cortez a cinder from the summit, being like, yo, this popped out of it, proof that I was up there. Cortez is like, damn, nice work. Some years later, Diego de Ordaz still couldn't stop thinking about this volcano. I guess he survives the whole thing, and he when he's back in Spain, he files an official petition with the King of Spain to amend his family's coat of arms, adding a big ass volcano onto it,
Oh hell yeah!
just to tell the story of like, yeah, dude, your granddad looked into the volcano, and I probably had to take like a piece of wheat or whatever the fuck else was off and replace it. And the king went, yo, for sure,
With a
bro.
volcano.
The king had to approve the pictures on your coat of arms, and he goes, yeah, you can definitely do a volcano on your coat of arms, which that's huge, dude.
Yeah,
That was massive.
Can we still have coat of arms?
I think your
love
family
to have
does have a coat of arms. If you look it up, oh no, we can definitely.
So
chill.
nervous
Yeah,
about my
like,
family's
the
coat of
Lee
arms.
family coat of arms is just 3 blunts.
3 blunts in a fart cloud.
Now I want to see if that's
Oh, god damn it! Yeah,
true.
You're right. God damn it!
true.
Coat
Damn, the
of
McCusker coat of arms is so fucking sick.
arms.
Marshall coat of arms was kind of dope.
I don't know if
actually.
it's. Oh, dude, mine's nasty as fuck. I have a dragon and autism puzzle piece. Oh, son of a bitch. Someone made this on the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast subreddit. And there's mushrooms at the bottom. I was like, hold on a second here. I'm connected to an ancient lineage.
I got a squirrel.
Squirrel sick.
You got a squirrel of mine. I don't know what any
God
of the
damn
other
it, you
stuff
bastards. You've tricked me.
the black and white night.
Ooh, this is a knight with 3 lions on it, dude.
Dang, bro.
We got some good coat of arms in the Lee family.
Tight.
A rooster.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm getting mine finally. It's just
too.
cross swords. Well, that's kind of pause. And Celtic cross. I think a knight helmet, if I'm not mistaken. That's fucking sick. I don't know. That could be some bullshit. Anyway, probably one of my dumb fucking uncles did it on Ancestry.com. So Diego and his bros, after just knowing later on he puts a fucking volcano on his coat of arms is tight. They had the same conversation we're just having right now. So they go down. So now they're at a forked path. They keep going, knowing the path forward from getting the vantage point from the top of Poco Pupa or whatever. They go, and Cortez they reach the path between do we go around the hill that smokes or we go around the white woman, and they have to kind of figure out this forked path. Now, one of them was blocked off with fallen trees. They go, this is suspicious. It's like clearly man-made impediment. So what the hell is this about? Mind you, this whole time they have a couple of the Aztec guys were with him as well, just to kind of they were basically spies, but they were we're here to make sure you guys are okay, and they're probably just reporting stuff back. And also they'd had networks of dudes that just ran all the time. So you had you'd be on there and there'd be a guy whose job was to run 100 miles. Yeah. And you'd be like, yo, dude, they're actually getting closer, and they would just fucking book it all the way back. It's really funny. They had text guys. They were text message guys. They had to just fucking run for months. They've gotten 10 miles closer. All right, go check on them now. I'd be fuck.
Falling asleep and forgetting what they said.
Oh, yeah. You have to just they would just chop your head off probably.
Yeah, he definitely got to make something up.
They're close.
So one of the Aztec guides, Cortez, is like, yo, what the fuck's up with this blockade? Aztec guide is like, oh, dude, the one that's blocked, I know this. We did this because it's super dangerous and really hard to go this way. This way is super chill and cool. You should probably go that way. And after the shit in Cholula, Cortez goes, yeah, take those trees down. We're going this way. Fuck this guy. And kind of a beast mode. And it paid off, but it was, again, more cold. It's freezing. They got to get through another kind of a cold mountain pass. Eventually, they come to the edge. They're out of the mountain terrain. They're at the edge of a valley, and everyone finally gets to see the grandeur of Tenochtitlan, the thing the guy Diego glimpsed from the top of the volcano. And it's it really is crazy. And they kept saying this is nicer than anything we've ever seen in Spain. It's got fields of fertile crops, interconnected rivers. A Lake Texcoco, which they thought was a sea, is just sitting there. It's massive, and Tenochtitlan was built basically next to and somewhat on top of the lake. They had crazy building technology where they could put buildings on top of water. Yeah. So it gave them almost a dreamlike quality, hence, City of Dreams. Yeah. Where you're damn, they had, we'll get into it later, but they had entire crop fields that they learned how to plant inside of a lake. So it looked like the crops are just floating on the top. It's pretty fucking sick. So
Why don't we do that stuff now?
we could, I mean, we'd have to, you know what? I don't know. And they took all the poop from the village and threw it in there too, which like fertilizes. It's kind of a sick setup. So, okay, so they're like, they can see Tenochtitlan in the distance, but they still got to get through. You know, every main city has their little suburb areas and shit, villages and whatnot. So they head down into the valley and they encounter a village and no one's there. But there's tons of food and firewood, and almost like Montezuma knew they'd come there somehow, which obviously he had his runners and stuff. So Cortez is kind of like pumped on the grubs. These guys are starving. They've been freezing for now, you know, a long time. And, but he's like, dude, I don't know, man. This feels like a trap. Keeps people stand watch. He has like sentries kind of surround him, looking out for Aztec spies. So they just chill, get the grub. The next day they go into another village, and this one actually has about 5,000 people kind of buzzing around. And the chiefs of this village, they come right out to Cortez on some fuck Montezuma shit right off the bat. They're like, bro, fuck Montezuma. He taxes us too hard. Again, takes a lot of their babes. He's cutting their babes' heads off. Cortez is like, all right, good to know. And he's like, I'll let you know if I need your help. Cortez, this is major. He's like, all right, they have people who don't like them this close. Because he already had hundreds of thousands of people he could get, but they had to make that brutal trek that they made. He's like, that'll kind of fuck my troops up. So they're passing through the valley, you know, another village down the road. They're greeted by an embassy of another giant party of Aztec noblemen. And they were like, hey, man, you know, welcome you here. We're so happy you're here. But this was another trick played by the ruler Montezuma. The embassy was really a gang of his best magicians and sorcerers sent to curse Cortez and his gang, hopefully to summon a brutal wind or to give them sores.
This guy's going like this.
Yeah, dude, they had a guy.
Hit him with a got your nose.
They had the Skrilla mask. Dude, they had the Skrilla mask like, yo, I got your soda. I got your soda. So they're saying these guys are just wizards, bro. They sent the fucking wizards on the low, dressed in high-ranking nobleman finery, trying to give them like body sores and headaches and shit. Just thinking they would hit something like a powerful wind that would scare them off and make them leave. But on top of this, though, they did bring another fuck ton of gold, which the Spaniards were just like, they said in the book, still delirious from the altitude shit. Just got into the gold and went full Scrooge McDuck and were like throwing it around, just went completely bonkers over the gold. And also another guy came out being like, after that whole ceremony, they like unveiled this guy and they're like, yo, it's Montezuma. It's another part of his trick. Yeah. And one of the Tlaxcalan warriors was like, whispered to Cortez's interpreter, being like, that's just not Montezuma. Like, we know what he looks like. That looks nothing like him. So Cortez is just kind of like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, yo, I know you're fucking around. And they were like, all right.
Got us.
All right,
So like, he didn't know about the wizards, I don't think, as much, but he knows that
they're not Cortez.
that's not the real that's not the real Montezuma.
Yeah.
He didn't think about it. You would never think. Humana. So Cortez goes back to the village that were like, yo, fuck the Aztecs. And when he gets back there, they give him more gold. And they also give him 40 slave ladies. They go, hey, 40 slave girls, they're yours. Yeah, well, they would like cook for you. You needed like a couple ladies. It was a really brutal job, man, to be like the 40 girls that were just around a troop of 200 Spaniards and fucking native Indians.
That's five a girl.
Huh?
I said that's five a girl.
Those ladies were, I mean, best case scenario, getting their butts grabbed. They were getting this. That's a rough life, dude. So they're in there. So Cortez is being welcomed like a hero back into this village. I guess where he, survived the wizard attack and the fake Montezuma. So now they get greeted by another Aztec emissary. This time it's actually Montezuma's nephew, the king of Texcoco, which is a big kingdom right outside of Tenochtitlan. And apparently this dude, you could tell he was the real deal. This dude's fly as can be. He's literally decked out in like gold. He has feathers were like very, very like they were viewed very sacredly back then. Like the Aztecs thought feathers were cooler than gold, if they're being honest. Mm-hmm. So he's got all kinds of intricate feather work, jewelry. They tell Cortez through Malinche, his translator / basically his wife. They're like, yo, Montezuma, the real Montezuma wanted to come, but he just has a cold. So he's he's definitely going to chill with you once you get to Tenochtitlan, but like he literally sent his nephew, which is like a big deal.
Yeah. It's
And
like trying to hang out with somebody from LA.
huh?
You know,
Yeah.
this is Cortez is just trying to get a meeting, and he's like, "All right, I'm a little sick. Let's push it back."
Yeah, literally hit him with that back then. And again, I think we explained the layout, but Tenochtitlan again, it's like the New York City of this place. It's like the beating heart of the whole Aztec Empire, and it's surrounded by all of these other smaller kingdoms, which we said were like built above lakes, which gave it kind of that dreamlike quality to see stone structures just like sitting on top of water. Like didn't look real. Again, it vastly surpassed. This is along with other historical sources and Cortez himself. Surpassed anything that could be found in Spain at the time. The population was 5 times larger than any of the biggest European cities. It was really like the biggest city in the world at the time, according to people. So Cortez, he gets into Tenochtitlan. Again, they're just like, bro, this thing is fucking nuts. His guys are all just kind of like, this is crazy. So in order, he like doesn't want to be caught off guard. So he's like, let's project our own strength here. So the first morning he gets into Tenochtitlan, he dresses his guys up in their finest armor, they were right outside of Tenochtitlan in Texcoco. And the morning they go to Tenochtitlan, Cortez just like, let's fucking make a show out of this. Get like strict military formation in their finest armors, weaponed up, horsed up. They lead a procession across the town, and they're just swarmed by onlookers, people pulling up in canoes, people on feet, just a massive number of people. And they're just kind of like, oh, shit, there's a lot of these fucking guys here. And then while they're trying to show out, like the Cortez or like the sources were saying, like these Spanish soldiers had like their mouths open, just like in awe at these floating gardens on the lakes. They're called chinampas. I already explained those. They were done by just kind of putting a massive enclosure underwater. Then you'd fill it with soil, creating a little island, and then dump all of the town's human feces, which kind of got rid of the poop problem, into the soil. And then it would allow it to grow super rich crops inside of the lakes. And at the height of Aztec civilization, they had about 2.3 million acres of chiampa.
Dude, it was a fully sustainable society.
Had that figured out. They had that figured out. They did. It's just, man, they should have not chopped babies' heads off. Kicked them down the steps. That really fucking stinks. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So, and again, the Aztecs are looking at these Spaniards rolling into, entering the threshold of the city of dreams, Tenochtitlan, going, and some of the Aztec sources were like trying to figure out if these guys had turned into metal because they're in metal armor. And they're like, damn, are these metal guys? And again, they're on tops of horses. They have dogs with like foam in their mouths running around. So they're like, basically, how do these guys get wolves to obey them? These guys are like, and they, again, like, are they gods? Are they not? That was always in the back of their mind. So then
they bleed.
So, dude, they lower a bridge. This is how you get into Tenochtitlan. It's pretty much completely surrounded by water. They lower this one very narrow bridge. Everyone comes across this bridge, which, again, if you're thinking militarily, it's like, damn, if they raise that bridge, you have no escape. So that's kind of floating in Cortez's mind the whole time. So the date, by the way, this is a historic moment, is November 8th, 1519, 9 months after sailing from Cuba and 3 months straight of marching and fighting. They're greeted by an envoy of Aztecs who basically allow them into Tenochtitlan proper. And they're also kind of like looking at Malinche because they're like, okay, this lady clearly is one of us, but she can speak our language. She used to be a prostitute, and she was actually a born noble who fell into slavery, became a prostitute, blah, blah, blah. And so she was able to speak like 5 or 6 different dialects and then had learned Spanish through, through like another interpreter.
Yeah, she's picking herself up by her bootstraps.
Big time, bro. Big time. So they almost thought this lady Malinche was a goddess because, like, dude, how does she know so many languages? She's definitely like some weird Aztec goddess. So they're like, fuck, dude. It's just a tense vibe. They're like, what's going on? So then here comes the real guy, Montezuma. Massive, unlike anything else, procession ensues. Scores of dudes just dressed in like literally gem-lined, silver and gold-plated clothing, feathers out of the wazoo. Finally, Montezuma himself emerges out of the crowd. People would lay cloaks down so his feet never touched the ground, swept, rocks out of the path. And him and Cortez, after all of that, after basically a year, they finally meet. They're sizing each other up. Montezuma, again, dude, flies can be silks, gold. He has a bluestone hummingbird lip ring, turquoise. Well, the hummingbird's the god of war, as we'll see. It's like their main deity. Turquoise earrings, deep green jade nose ring. He's just fucking, I mean, the setup's dripped the fuck out. And he's all class and grace. He's very clean, manicured, with like very intense meditative eyes. Because he was actually kind of like a high priest. He was actually the highest priest.
He wasn't a warrior? I thought
He was the priest warrior distinction wasn't as clear cut back then. The priest was a higher thing, but he also had like intense military training. And Cortez, on the other hand, looked completely the opposite kind of. He was like wildly unkempt, big beard, scarred from battle. Just had like a crazy look to himself, as he had been like feral for basically a year.
I'm more of a Cortez guy.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Kind of sick.
That would be me.
I mean, I can appreciate Montezuma's vibe, dude.
like the drip
God
out.
of War hummingbird lip ring. Come on, man.
It's kind of badass.
It's fucking
Whole
nasty.
squad dripped out.
The whole squad so dripped, laying cloaks down before you step. I mean, that is Pride Before the Fall, though. Obviously, the guy who comes out of the woods fucks him up.
James Brown.
Dude, so there's a quiet pause where nobody knows what to do. Montezuma finally leans forward and smells Cortez. And Cortez, caught off guard, tries to hug Montezuma, but was stopped by Montezuma's security. And Cortez asks him, "Are you Montezuma?" And Montezuma replies, "Yes, I am he." And Cortez then gives him a pearl and a glass bead necklace. Or it was a pearl, pause obviously, gives him a pearl necklace that had glass beads as well, that he had soaked in perfume. He goes, "Yo, check this shit out." And Montezuma's like, right on. Montezuma hooks him up with a red snail shell bracelet with gold shrimps, which are like little gold shrimp figurines, which is pretty fucking nasty as well. And also the red snail shell bracelet is like apparently like the flyest shit you could get. And the Aztecs fucking love that.
Yeah.
But the necklace he gave Cortez was thought to have been worn by Quetzalcoatl himself. It was like one of the craziest it would be like getting like a splinter from the cross.
Yeah.
Being like, "Yo, here you go." It was just like a prized religious relic. And then Montezuma excuses himself, being like, "Yo, you guys are probably tired. You guys should sleep." And he's like, "I'll give you guys kind of your setup." So he gives them like, Cortez and the officers get a crazy palatial setup in the castle, the building, so to speak, where his, castle, so to speak, where his father, who used to be king, who's now dead, it's just an abandoned castle that his dad used to live in. So I guess back then, they were just stunting so hard. Like when he became king, he's like, "Dude, I'm not living in my dad's bullshit." So he built his own. Yeah, he had his own structure built.
I need a nice Playboy castle.
Yeah, he was like, "Dude, that's like so old school." I'm like, I got different taste. So Cortez and all of his fucking high-ranking bros get to chill in his basically Montezuma's dad's castle, and like the Tlaxcans, the Porters. They're just the Tlaxcans especially were eyed suspiciously as hell because they are the avowed enemies of the Aztecs. Like they were like for real, like at war. They were kind of eyed suspiciously, but they just gave them like just regular housing. Basically, they were like, "You can just live in a house. We have a bunch of houses here. You're not living in the palatial digs." It's like we hate the Tlaxcan guys. They're beefing, but so. That's all. So Cortez, before he leaves, tells Malinche, like, "Yo, tell Montezuma that I'm his friend." And Malinche tells that to Montezuma, and he goes, "Oh, okay, thank you."
Oh.
So, yeah, it's, kind of bullshit. But Cortez obviously has other designs.
Yeah.
Later that day, Cortez, for whatever reason, this is like fucking cracked me up. As soon as Cortez basically like puts his bags away, he just goes out in the central square. It's like the area right near one of their massive temples. This is like the Times Square basically of this place, and just starts blasting off cannons and harbus like in the air, just to like show what's up. He just starts blasting guns and cannons up into the air. Why? Just to fucking be like, "Yo," because he knew how scared these guys were of this shit, so he wanted to keep everyone afraid. That's how the fear from their technology was what let them defeat huge numbers of people. So as soon as he got there, he's like, "I got to keep these guys scared because that way they don't try shit." So it's just funny to get to a city and just start blasting fucking cannons. And it worked because it did scare the fuck out of all the residents. So Montezuma's kind of like, all right, that was a fucking weird move on his part. But he goes, "I want to learn as much as I can about these people." So he invites Cortez, Malinche, and all of Cortez's captains to a private gathering later that afternoon. and they're met with another lavish display of, every time they meet up, they get like tons of fucking gold. Like this was the biggest display of gold and gifts they have gotten thus far. And the one they shipped back to the king earlier, they were like, we can all retire off this. So now they're hit with another bigger payload of gold and gifts. And Cortez, it's like the mother load. Yeah. Cortez fully bricked up about it, but in his head, he keeps going, if they're giving me this much gold, imagine what he keeps for himself. I want all of that gold too. So he wanted it all.
This guy had no quit.
Dude, he had no quit in him at all. And Montezuma addresses Cortez directly. And I have this speech in the book, but he basically addresses Cortez as if he is talking to Quetzalcoatl, which the historians go back and forth. Like, I think he was just being polite. Oh no, he actually believed it, but he gives him this long poetic speech where he's like, you are the chosen one, the one the prophecies foretold. And it's kind of, that's all a guy can ever hope to hear at fucking dinner. But Cortez feeling like, oh fuck yeah, this guy actually, because he was aware that they kind of believed he was a god. Some of them did. He goes, yeah, that's right. It's me. He's like, I am fucking Quetzalcoatl, a powerful god. And I want to tell you, don't worry, because I think you're really cool and I come in peace and I'm happy to see you. And Cortez is like, Montezuma's like, right on. You should go, go see the city. Go check out the city that I built. Check it out for yourself. Rest up. We have plenty of time. I'm going to hit my room and pray. Montezuma, every time he leaves Cortez, he has to go pray and like consult the gods because he's so confused what's going on. And he also had some doubts. He was like, I guess he like had some sort of journal or I don't know what the fuck it was, but there are sources that say Montezuma at this point was like, dude, I don't know. Like something tells me he's not Quetzalcoatl, but he did arrive in the mainland on the, his ship's docked in the year it's called One Reed in the Aztec calendar. One Reed, which was the actual year Quetzalcoatl was predicted to return. And even worse, today was One Wind in the Aztec calendar, which was the day of the whirlwind, which was the day when, quote, wizards and robbers do their black bidding, thieving treasure. Hey, this is the Aztec terminology. You know what? I wrote the note yesterday. I didn't even think about that. When wizards and robbers do their black bidding, thieving treasure while their victims slumber.
Was it Chicago?
Well, that night. So this is like, dude, that's one. It's like, imagine if we had Christmas, but the day was just about wizards doing their black bidding, where you'd be like rather than the Christmas cheer, everyone's like, the wizards are coming today, and then all of a sudden these guys show up, and you're like, dude, it's happening! Like, holy fuck, it's the whirlwind is upon us.
And they're shooting guns in the middle of the street.
Yeah, they start blasting cannons.
Sounds like you've never heard.
Yeah.
Thunder in the middle.
So that night, Montezuma, obviously never in the kingdom, went to sleep in terror. Everyone's just like, what the fuck's going on? Next morning, Cortez and his top bros, and Malinche, of course, as always, get to see Montezuma's royal palace. And the place, it's crazy. There's hundreds of rooms, servants, people making jewelry. This was like the White House of Aztec civilization. And Montezuma pulls Cortez to the side to talk while Malinche translates. And basically, Cortez is like, yo, Montezuma, you're a fucking legend. I fuck with you. But you got to accept Jesus Christ as your savior. Ooh. All of your gods are nothing but nasty demons, and this human sacrifice stuff is for the birds. And Montezuma is just like, he doesn't show any emotion. He goes, yo, let's just chill with the religious talk. I'm preparing for dinner. And he goes, you go off, go see the city again. There's a lot to see. I'm going to eat my dinner. And Montezuma, after supping, goes to the top of they use that word in the book. I love that.
Supping.
After he sups, he goes to the top of his highest temple, prays to the hummingbird god of war. He's so he's like, why the fuck's he talking about the gods? I don't like this at all. This is confusing me. It's supposed to be Quetzalcoatl. This is not. I don't know what's happening. He then sacrifices a dozen of children.
Oof.
Apparently believing, again, they say in the book,
feeling like I got to get my head straight.
He's got to get his head straight. And he really believed the fate of the entire universe depended on him figuring this out. So he goes, I need to get some child blood. I need that good blood right now. So he had to just kill a dozen children. And then he also fucking ripped the heads off a couple birds too. Damn. And just begged the gods for a vision. Like, dude, make this make sense to me, please. And, while he's surrounded by children's fucking innards and stuff. So Cortez now, after kind of his first meeting with Montezuma, decides to kind of chill. He spends the next week or so checking out Tenochtitlan, specifically the area, Cortez is kind of staying around. And And he also, like, he was checking out Montezuma's personal digs. He documented that Montezuma had about 3,000 personal guards, 150 concubines. There were thousands of women attendants, literally a few thousand, who lived in his palace. He had 1,000 personal servants who would cook elaborate meals of many different dishes, which he would only ever take one bite of. So that he'd have like 90 plates, and he would do a bite of duck, a bite of corn cake, but blah blah blah. And also, he had observed Montezuma. And after one of these like elaborate meals, Montezuma would obviously sit in silence, pray to the hummingbird god, while nobody could talk to him for like hours after he eat. Only high priests could come up and like whisper shit in his ear.
Montezuma was a diva.
Dude, total diva. He was like, I think it was believed that he was like kind of almost demigod status. So he would like his setup was sick, dude. One bite off each plate is fucking beast. Next time Brittany wants to do tapas, I'm going to Montezuma out and just fucking one bite them. And then just being like, nobody can talk to me for 2 hours, but have priests whispering to you is kind of sick. And then at the end of that, he would go drink hot chocolate and smoke tobacco out of a pipe.
Can't be
Kind
bad.
of boss, dude. Minus the kid killing, dude. Kind of boss.
That's a good day. But the kid killing is only when he's in turmoil.
Exactly. No, and like major holidays too. Oh, he also had a personal zoo filled with mountain lions, jaguars, wolves, snakes, lizards, crocodiles, and every bird of prey you can think of.
That's awesome.
Yep. So Cortez is just like reeling, like, dude, this guy is just him on another level. And then he goes, so Cortez hits the marketplace and is further astounded. It's about 60,000 people trading everything you can think of, including people, obviously, butchered human body parts, animal skins, pottery, tobacco, chocolate, of course. And the Spaniards, I didn't know this. They didn't even know about tobacco yet.
Really?
Tobacco or chocolate. I could be wrong. But I don't think the Spaniards really knew much about tobacco at that point. So, I mean, we can have one of the history buffs out there can fact check that. Also, he was like kind of noting the Aztec food menu. He goes, dude, they eat everything. It's mice, worms, headless snakes, small dogs, castrated, fattened moles, even dirt at certain times of the year. And there was this algae they would leave out to dry and harden, and they let it turn into something like cheese. And Cortez actually wrote in his own personal journals, he thought the algae stuff, which he called scum, was actually delicious with the right seasoning. So he was like, dude, that stuff is awesome. But then walking around town, they did see a giant, here's the word of the day, an ossuary, which is a collection of bones. So they would take there was about 136,000 skulls stacked in neat lines, all facing, I guess, the east or like the sun. So they'd have these like skulls were like dried blood and just kind of their faces just bleached from the sunlight. And they found that to be kind of
Yeah, that's crazy looking.
Haunting.
very haunting thing to look at.
Sounds
And
scary
then,
as hell.
huh?
Sounds scary as heck.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I mean, 136,000 skulls would be this whole perimeter of this building. Just kind of, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Stacked, however many stories. Then he also had been hearing things about, slitting infants' throats, beheading women, and dressing teenagers in recently flayed human skins, which to Cortez was chilling, no
That
doubt.
does sound fun, though.
Being a teenager and wearing somebody's skin.
Imagine you're like a babe. You're like,
Go
what if
on.
you get like the hot babe skin?
This is just your fucking video game stuff, dude.
I'm wearing her tits.
Yeah, I'm wearing tits. Yeah.
Yeah, but there'd be nothing in them.
Yeah.
You have to put your hands in them and fill them out.
That'd be fun for like 1 minute. Just pretending you got.
Some of these societies used to do this, man. These tropical societies where like they would pick the hottest lady in the village, and then the priest would like skin her alive and then wear her skin and walk through the town. So, like, a lot of these places, everyone's like, dude, man, it was like we could have learned from them. It's like, I don't know, some of the shit they did. This wasn't the Aztecs who did this, but they were different, like tropical,
Sounds like a freaky ass priest.
freaky ass motherfucking priests.
Busted inside.
Yeah, and they're worried about how far we've come, and now what? We're just touching boys.
Yeah.
We used to wear their skin. We are progressing, guys.
That's progress, but I missed the creativity.
He also saw this game was called Talachi. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this is a game I described really early on. I don't know if you guys remember, but to bring anyone up to speed who missed it, imagine a game. It was played on like an I-shaped kind of courtyard, a capital I-shaped courtyard. So it's like two horizontal lines, vertical line. And it would be like if you mixed up basketball and soccer.
Yeah.
But instead of the regular basketball or soccer ball, you had a purely rubber 100-pound ball that you had to try to get through a hoop without using your hands. So most of the game was just like getting this ball down to the other. I don't think it ever really went through the hoop. I think if you got it close and touched the other person's wall, you get points. But most of this game was people like breaking their bones trying to like hit a heavy bouncy ball with like their hip or legs or like knees. And it was just people getting like devastated by this ball.
Is this a game they play with the heads?
No, I don't think so. But this game was like an important part of religious festivals, and they would actually settle bets if they had like an argument. Montezuma actually had an argument earlier on with a local king that was part of his like whole kingdom about there was a meteor they saw in the sky, and the I think it was a high priest actually, and he was like, "Yo, that meteor, that means that something bad is going to happen to your city." And Montezuma was like, "No, it fucking doesn't." And then they had to settle it with a game. They settled it with a game of Talachi, which is them just again bang. Imagine the heaviest bouncy ball ever. You have to like get it to the side of the wall, not be able to use any of your kind of extremities.
And the hoop was high up, wasn't it?
Hoop was high.
Googled it.
Hoop was like
high
12 fucking feet high.
and like sideways.
Yeah, it was fucked up. But the Montezuma lost that game, by the way, where he was supposed to prove that guy wrong. So that was also hanging over his head. So
Taking L's.
after touring the city and getting, the good and the bad, Cortez asked Montezuma if he can see inside the main temple, the one to the hummingbird god of war, Huitzilopochtli. Montezuma takes him personally, along with the giant retinue of guards and servants and priests. And Cortez brings Malinche, of course, and obviously a few of his most trusted captains. And they get to the bottom of this fucking massive temple. And Montezuma tells them all to wait at the bottom. And he begins his ascent up the 114 very steep stairs that were designed that way purposely so that bodies and heads would make it all the way to the bottom when hurled off the 150-foot top of the staircase. So there's a reason behind that. So Montezuma gets so high, he disappears from view. And then some of the priests offer to help Cortez and his men kind of up the steps because they were very steep and, if you weren't used to them, they were kind of tricky. And, but these guys are being filled with these tales of headless babies and women. So some of Cortez's men draw swords on the priests, like, do not fucking touch me. I know what you guys do in these places. Back the fuck up. We'll walk up ourselves. So, they go to walk to the top by themselves. The only problem is the temple itself was built on the city's highest point of elevation. So they're 7,000 feet up above sea level starting. And when the Spaniards finally got to the top of the steps, weighted in all their armor, they were just panting like dogs. They're totally out of breath. Montezuma, who goes up there every day, is just smiling, be like, "Yo, you guys fucking tired?" And Cortez fucking pretends not to be tired and tells them that Spaniards are never tired. Hits him with Kevin Gates. He goes, "Spaniards don't get tired," and like Montezuma laughs because all of his boys are like visibly doubled over, trying to catch the breath. But the view apparently was incredible from the top. You're looking out on all of the nearby cities, the Valley of Mexico, the Texcoco River. So it's beautiful, but then like Cortez and his guys are seeing all these blood-stained rocks around. There were two shrines at the top of the temple. One was to the hummingbird god, we know about that, and the other one was to a god known as the Smoking Mirror, which was some mysterious, omnipotent god known as Tezcatlipoca. So the Smoking Mirror was like this.
His first name's Ted.
Tez.
Tez, okay.
Tezcatlipoca.
I thought you said Ted Cacapulca.
The Smoking Mirror guy sounds cool because it's like, you have the hummingbird, which is like, okay, I kind of see you're a tiny hummingbird, war, kind of get that. Smoking Mirror is like, damn, that's kind of tight. There's a smoking mirror.
Yeah. I don't get the hummingbird through war.
I think it's like a tiny thing that's also powerful.
Yeah.
They kind of love that shit. Fast, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. You don't recognize like the poetic kind of resonance between the hummingbird god of war?
No.
Fine, whatever.
They just move their arms real fast.
They're so fast. When's the last time you saw a hummingbird?
It's been a while.
Dude, I catch them in my neighborhood. I catch them. There's I think around, is it springtime? There's a certain time where I'll see like 10 a day and nothing makes me happier. I love those things.
Yeah.
So, okay, so they get up to the top. There's kind of dual shrines, one to the hummingbird god, one to the smoking mirror. And Montezuma now has a bunch of his high priests kind of come out of nowhere. And these are like gnarly looking guys. They're like goth bros who just chill at the top of this place all day. They're pale and gaunt from fasting and bloodletting. They have like blood matted long hair. And Cortez and his bros are like, yo, what's this? What are we getting fucking chopped up? This is, they're kind of like not really feeling this. And Cortez goes, yo, let me see inside of the Hummingbird Shrine, which is like the top level shrine. And Montezuma is like, I don't know. And he thinks about it and goes, all right, Cortez, you're about to see what only like literally a few select Aztecs ever can see in their entire lifetime. He goes, I'll bring you in. I'll show you the fucking thing. Thinking like, maybe we'll change his mind on all my gods. And so they go into the inner sanctum, and there's basically a really sick statue of a hummingbird made of gold, jeweled eyes, with a bunch of freshly cut human hearts chilling underneath it. Ooh. Cortez just sickened. He goes, dude, inside the temple, he goes, how do you not see that you're worshiping not gods, but devils? And he goes, can I please install like a cross in here, some Christian stuff? And Montezuma, finally having enough of Cortez's talk and negging his gods, he goes, bro, I would never have let you in here if I knew you were going to be all negative about my fucking gods. And he goes, this was a fucking mistake. I shouldn't have done this. I'll hear nothing else on this matter. Get the fuck out of here. Cortez and his guys go all the way back to the bottom while Montezuma chills at the top with his bros, begging the gods to forgive him for allowing the vile foreigner into the inner sanctum. So now Cortez, a couple days go by. Cortez is like, yeah, that was kind of fucked up in that temple. He asked Montezuma, he goes, yo, can we get like a small space so me and my bros can hold mass? Because Montezuma did tell him, like, dude, just because you think your gods are good doesn't mean my gods are bad. We can both have good gods. So I think Cortez is like, yo, since, both our gods are good, can I hold mass in my place? Montezuma grants him a wish, erecting a small structure to suit the purpose. But the structure he built was built, I guess, adjacent to the castle that they were staying in that belonged to his father. So one day, while the place is almost finished, one of Cortez's own carpenters found a door that had been poorly plastered over that led into a room inside the old castle. And he gets Cortez, and they secretly open the plastered entrance, shocked to discover a room filled entirely with treasure. So apparently this room was filled with all of the taxes from his father's 13-year reign that he had collected across all of the lands as they kind of expanded and centralized their kind of grip on power.
And Montezuma didn't know it was there?
I don't think he did. I got to read into the book, but I tried seeing if it was, but I don't think he knew it was there, honestly. Because I think later on, not to spoil alerts, obviously we know Montezuma gets ousted. I think later on Montezuma is like, yo, you can keep the gold, just give me the feathers from that room. He goes, gold is for men, feathers belong to the gods. So he like eventually requests all the feathers. Yeah.
It's a bird culture.
Big bird culture. Yeah, love hummingbirds, love feathers. So Cortez's men are like freaking the fuck out. And they're like, yo, guys, chill. This will be ours soon enough. So now it's like, you got the gold fever going. And then during these next few days, everyone's getting a little bugged out because they had a bad interaction in the temple. And also Cortez, having viewed the surrounding area from the tops of the temple, always military minded, was like, dude, we are fucking trapped on all sides. He's like, this the single command, the guy can raise the bridge, and like, we're fucked. And also a lot of the Tlaxan warriors were telling him like, yo, these Aztec guys were like, they've been tolerating us, but now they're like getting shitty towards us. And even some of Cortez's own guys were like, yo, dude, we're feeling kind of a vibe shift as well. They're like, we got to get the fuck out. This is fucked up. Like, they're going to kill us in here. So Cortez is bugging out. Luckily, they have their little headquarter place where they can do their kind of mass. So that's kind of like their little sanctuary. One day they're in there doing stuff, and a letter's brought by one of the Tlaxan emissaries, one of those fucking runner guys. He brings them a letter, and it's bearing grim news from Veracruz. Now, Lemaire, Veracruz is Cortez's foundational city. That was the thing he founded that legally, still shady, allowed him to kind of remove himself from Vasquez's patronage. Yeah. As he goes, no, I founded my own city, therefore I don't have to answer to you. It's a very shady thing, but he did love Veracruz as the city of the true cross, the one true cross. And it was like his prize city. He was happy about it.
Yeah.
But so what happened was when he left, this guy, Juan Escalante, Cortez left him in charge of that town. This guy was killed. So what happened was, remember I brought up how the Totonacs, how Cortez was like, yo, don't pay them tribute tax with people, tell them to fuck off. So when Cortez left, the neighboring Aztec chieftain was like, yo, Juan Escalante, we know your boys with Cortez. We love Cortez. We got to figure out this fucking, sacrifice fucking human person tax. Man, can we just like talk about it? So Juan's like, yo, for sure. He brings a handful of his bros and they just get brutally attacked. 2 were killed on the spot. 2 Spaniards killed. The rest escape. Escalante, the Valiant, mounts a force of his own men and a few thousand Teutonic warriors. So now they're fighting for Teutonic independence and obviously to hold off Veracruz. So they ride into battle against this Aztec kind of fiefdom. And Escalante was knocked off his horse and ultimately wounded and defeated in battle. Another one of the Spaniards was captured and sacrificed. His head was actually sent to Montezuma as a present, but Montezuma had been like kind of disturbed by it and told him to get it out of there. So all this drama was going on. And
That
Cortez
disturbed him.
it was just this guy with a giant black beard in his face. Like Montezuma's like, bro, I'm trying to fucking pray. Like, get that thing out of my fucking face. He also was like, I got Cortez right here. What the fuck are you doing with that, man? It's gonna cause a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And by the way, Cortez already knew all about this, but he didn't want to get his boys all upset. But now that the cat was out of the bag, he was like, oh shit, the thing gave him an idea. Plus he had this letter. So Cortez, by the way, had been scheming on ways to capture Montezuma this whole time without causing a disturbance. And this letter to him was a key. So Cortez requests a letter with Montezuma, or a meeting with Montezuma. Montezuma agrees. And again, same thing, like, yo, just like he did in Cholula, like, I just want to, like, you're like the fucking man. I just want to, like, honor you. Cortez brings Malinche and just a small handful of his most trusted captains, a couple guys, small party. And Montezuma welcomes him again, gifts, all that shit. He even offers Cortez the hand of his daughter in marriage, and Cortez declines, telling Montezuma, I'm already married. I have my translator, babe. And he has a wife back in Cuba, too. But
Hey, you.
yeah, he sets one of his captains up with Montezuma's daughter, and the captain's like, yo, sick. So like, there's like genuine pleasantries out of the way. Cortez just goes, I mean, this was like an unprecedented vibe shift. Just like, fuck you, Montezuma. I fucking know you're involved in the conspiracy, killing my boy in Veracruz, and you killed one of his horses. You're a piece of shit. But then he would be like, I don't know, dude. But then he did this a lot to Montezuma, where he'd be like, but I can't even believe it, dude, because like obviously we're like the closest of friends. So I don't even believe those guys. But he goes, oh yeah, but then there was that thing in Cholula where we were going to get attacked, which I think you were kind of implicated in that as well. Dude, I don't know. We're gonna have to do a full investigation into this, dude. And Montezuma right away is like, I had nothing to do with that. I can summon the people from there. We'll get to the bottom of this. I'll punish them. I promise. And Cortez is like, dude, like I have no desire to start a war on this account. I don't want to destroy your city, which is a funny thing he claimed.
Damn.
He goes, look, everything's going to be forgiven, but provided you now come quietly with us to our quarters and make no protest. So like, you're our prisoner now while we sort this out. And Montezuma's just like, what the fuck? So he's like, dude, and Cortez is like, dude, it's just a formality. You'll be well served and attended to. Like, you're in your own palace. But if you cry out now or like raise any commotion, one of these guys is going to basically impale you with a sword. And that's the reason I bought them here. So Montezuma, completely caught on the back foot, didn't see this Cortez playing this card. Like I said, pleads his innocence. But he's like, this is kind of a really sick, I might use this if I ever get arrested. He was like, I hear you, dude. I want to get to the bottom of this with you. But he goes, this is his quote. He says, my person is not such that can be made a prisoner of. He's being like, I'm not a prisoner, dude. Like, this is crazy you're even suggesting this.
Bars.
And he goes, plus, if my people see me as your prisoner, they're going to fucking melt down. So he goes, look, we're not doing this. And they go back and forth for a long time. And then one of Cortez's guys, Leon, just spazzes, being like, dude, if any of his guards come back, they're going to call the other guards. We're going to get killed. He's like, basically said, like, either we take him or knife him. If we don't look after ourselves, we shall be dead men. But he's saying this like spastically. And Montezuma, he doesn't know what Leon said, but he's kind of reading his tone and probably like the jabbing of a sword. So he pleads. Well,
Just the language you understand.
yeah. So he pleads to Malinche to translate. And Malinche, always a stoic babe, tells Montezuma, like, you better go along with Cortez. And she's like, you'll be fine if you do everything he says. But if you don't, these guys will definitely stab you. So Montezuma's like, fine, I'll fucking go. He's like, but on one condition, it's got to look like it's my idea to go with you. I want to keep up appearances. He's like, I'm going to send a messenger to tell my high priest that after considerable prayer, I've decided to live with Cortez and his men for a few days just so I can learn their ways. And after this was done, Montezuma was escorted by Cortez to the Spanish quarters, the Spaniards' quarters, which is his, his dead father's palace, as the town people all stared in amazement, wondering what was happening. And we're going to end here. This was the first step in the most astonishing takeover in all of military history. But as the author says, little did Cortez know that the real fight for the Aztec Empire had only just begun. So you always hear that he just kind of like took him prisoner real quick, but that's how he did it. It was all tied back to his city of Veracruz. And he kind of just like jacked him basically. He was like, yo, we're going to kill you right fucking now. Which they could do. That was like a thing he didn't even consider. Like, yeah, they could fucking kill me.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you kill me, my guys will kill you. But he's probably like, I don't want to fucking die.
Yeah.
So he was like, fine.
It was straight up like a robbery where it's like, all right, wait. Now, can I give you what I want to give you? Like, you guys can have some stuff, but like...
Dude, I don't know. And he just was like, I'll go. Like thinking like probably like, all right, I'll go with these guys and I'm here. This is my city. There's just a couple of these. Wizards.
The wizards and black spirits.
So that's it. And then we'll pick up in chapter 9. We'll try to do like 3 more chapters. But yeah, that was a long one. How long was it? There we go. Well, there you have it, guys. Any final words on the that we finally, ladies and gentlemen, we've captured Montezuma.
I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
They really did get him like that, man. Just a quick cloak and dagger.
Yeah.
But I always heard about it in a way that almost sounded like cartoonish, where they're just like in a room and they're like, come with us. But there was a lot more to it than, you think. So
He had a whole setup.
By the way, the book, we're like this far into the book. There's like that much left. So there really must be a lot of like pretty brutal battles and